I can see on both sides a little bit.
Yeah.
But the bullshit they spew, it's just like, you guys are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, just go down the middle here.
Right.
Like
Horseshoe theory. The closer you get to the end of the horseshoes, the more similar they are.
All right, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Live now.
What does it say that? I guess we
says
gotta
live
check
now.
everything now.
Live now.
You gonna
Click
do a
on the
voice
live.
introduction with it? Like, what? No. Here's...
We should
Your announcer
Recording
voice?
from.
we gotta figure out an intro or something.
What was our name, though? What was our team called?
Murder Hobos
I thought we...
Incorporated.
Incorporated. 1 second.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Sharing, and I should have typed this down.
6:52 on Friday night. Is that AI company?
Well, it's 4:52 there. It's right before close.
Yeah, that's true. So right before you leave the office, I'm gonna
You-
set up a meeting.
Well, they shot out an email hoping that you'll respond this weekend.
Yeah, I will.
So yeah, this is what, session 4 of the Rise of Malfael,
Yes.
1, 2, yeah.
Pathfinder campaign. I don't know. I'm good at intros when I'm by myself, and I don't think anybody's actually watching me.
I watch it.
That's
I watch it.
I always
watch
say
it.
intro.
That doesn't sound
Does that
creepy
count?
at all.
Yeah, that's creepier. Yeah.
I watch you on Saturday.
Yes. I actually got.
I did watch you this Saturday.
I watch you on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You were on this Saturday.
Sweet. Well, I wasn't. We were out of town.
Yeah.
We take turns.
We take turns.
I thought you
We have
said something about
visitation
that.
rights
Yeah.
that we split between ourselves. He gets Saturdays, I get Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Gosh, I'm gonna have to remember to do all the special things those nights.
Oh, you do. Keep it up.
Yeah, I actually got a beta version of a new game coming out from Stardock. It's called Star Control.
Just making sure we get sound.
Star Control Origins, I think is what it's called. It's coming out at the end of September. What's that?
What is it?
It's called. I think it's called Star Control. You look.
What kind of game?
It's a space exploration.
You
ship
control
building game.
stars, dummy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's Star
Space
Control
Force.
Origins. It's kind of like an exploration, space exploration game that you build your own ships.
Okay.
That just reminds me of...
Are you like running around in a
Sultan.
ship? Or is it
I
like,
think you're just in a ship, but I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow because I'll be.
oh, like you haven't actually got the beta
Not
yet?
yet. I just
Okay.
downloaded it tonight, so I'll be playing that tomorrow, sort of as a preview.
Sweet.
Alright.
So we'll see how that goes. They got Adam.
What time is that
Baldwin. It'll be at 10 in the morning. But the video is available immediately after.
I know that. I was like, man, that's really early.
I know. I get up early.
Marcus stays up late.
I do too. I'll be up until probably 2 o'clock. I'll be up again.
God, I want to fall asleep now.
Oh yeah, I'm exhausted too.
I'm exhausted right
Well, I was only been out for 2 weeks, so Marcus has a lot to do.
All right. So yeah, the last time we were there, you guys went back to the chapel where the
people are hiding.
yeah, the like refugees sort of are hiding out. Your barbarian friend was recuperating from his wounds, and he is healed up.
And we also have the sickness. Maybe he got sicker than us because he ate the dead bodies.
I do not think he actually contracted it.
Ah.
Because he has a constitution.
No STDs for me.
Well, everybody else got the gross STD except for Nick.
Is that really an STD? It's from eating rotten meat.
It's like mummy rot.
It's not even. We didn't
Mummy
eat
rot
it.
minus.
Okay, we just
touched
rolling
it.
around in it.
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
rolling around in it.
What the hell did you guys do?
It's
You were worse, you ate it!
Yeah, the dead
It's
bodies
when
that
we
you guys
climbed through the dead
find.
bodies.
Oh, from the first one? From
Yeah.
the first
First
session?
session.
Okay.
He
Yes.
finally got sick from that. But I thought, didn't we like rest that way?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Well, I have to look up what the secondary effects are.
Oh God.
Didn't we rest that
I
way?
am missing somebody's sheet.
Now instead of flinging
not
poo,
me.
Rachel,
Seriously.
you can projectile it
I
onto your
gave you your
enemies.
secondary sheet once you have that
What?
updated.
Instead of
Go
flinging
away.
poo now you can projectile it onto your enemies.
No.
That was sick.
So we had, it's called filth fever. That's right, because you were able to identify it.
This is like we have heal check or something.
Yep. Because I got heels, yo.
Oh my god.
I don't think my save.
What?
I got healed, yo.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got the
He's
little
got a quote.
handy mini core rule book
What
over
about the
there.
number?
Just wondered about a save.
Filth fever?
changing.
Oh, it's just,
Short.
Source. Too far.
Ah.
Sorcerer. 003.
Diseases, here we go.
Yours are 303.
What?
Yeah, you got yours.
Yeah.
Filth fever.
BAB.
Effect. Okay.
Negative attack bonus.
Yes, you do.
Well,
You get another first level spell too.
Interesting profile.
no, this is, I just saw this. I just thought it was funny. No, I'll let you know if I find any more interesting profiles. I'll start looking again.
okay. So yeah, it's not a.
I like decoding profiles for people.
There is no secondary effects, but your
I'm really good at it.
ability damage will remain until
What they actually mean when they
heal.
put stuff out there.
Yeah. What do we got to do to heal them again?
There is no cure but time. Or 2 consecutive save checks, but you guys don't have
Which is still time based.
that. Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. Like there's no cure. It just kind of has to. It has to go through your system, so to speak.
We
You have to spend,
feel
you have to
nervous.
spend 5 hours in the shower vomiting and pooping.
Consecutively.
I know.
And now everyone knows.
Yeah, everyone.
Good for me.
All 2,268 of my Twitter followers, if they're watching.
That's cool. There's
He has no shame.
there's no shame in this guy. I've been to boot camp.
Yeah,
No shame anymore.
pretty much. Yeah.
Any shame I have went away. Then
They kind of take that out of you.
Another first level spell.
well, you get another spell a day. I don't know how you learn your spells.
It's innate. I'm trying to remember. I had once described it. That it's almost like secrets are locked away until you've practiced your magic so much that it's almost like those spells are sort of on the tip of your tongue or in the back of your mind. It's like a song you can't quite understand the lyrics to. And as you've practiced your magic enough, suddenly like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
It makes sense now. It's sort of like the same thing as like you describe how does a wizard learn his whatever 2 spells he gets per level or whatever. Well, I said that your teacher gives you a spell book full of spells, but you only understand like the first 5. But as you read every day and you study your spells every day and then you gain a level, you're like, oh, this one, it makes sense. I can cast it now. So it's not that you all of a sudden just suddenly know a new spell and you write it in your spell book. It was there. You just didn't know how to cast it.
Oh, you know another cantrip. Or 0 level spell, I guess.
That's kind of, with my druid magic, I think that comes through my drawing, because I draw and write every
Mhm.
morning as my meditation.
So your god
well.
sends it to you
Sort
through
of.
your drawing and your
Yeah.
meditation.
It kind of,
That's kind
it's
of cool.
it's an inspiration of myself, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
like just being inspired by my surroundings. So as I'm drawing the picture of the trees and the, you know, whatever
Right.
I'm looking at, that is,
I get these sneak attack dice by determining the weak points on your trees and stuff. I'm like,
Pretty much.
there.
Pretty much. Okay.
so I am using my drawing skill every day.
Nice. It's good. I don't know why I have. Oh, I was starting to keep track of initiative, I think.
More
Okay.
work than like
Okay.
It's always great getting messages from hookers on here.
I was getting one at the bar last night. I got a Facebook friend request from somebody who I didn't know, but it says they were in Illinois, but I'm like, this chick is way too hot. Facebook friend. So and Julie and I were at the Bearded Owl doing the trivia thing. I'm like, so I accepted the friend request, and I'm like, watch. Here I'm going to get a message about somebody that wants to get to know me. And
Yeah.
about 5 to 10 messages later, they're going to tell me that they're bored and in their room alone, and they're going to ask me to go to a website.
Yep.
Sure enough,
nice.
it only took her 4 messages to get to
Yeah.
the, hey, I'm alone and naked.
Yeah.
Sure you are.
She's proficient.
I'm like, yeah.
Lord.
My name is
It takes-
Robert.
it takes
and
me
you're
like 12.
probably alone, but I'll bet you're not naked.
Yeah.
It takes me about 12 messages to get people to do that. I mean, never mind.
All right.
My part-time job.
Dale Julo.
So we're in the chapel.
It was Rocco's part-time job if you really want to mess up your childhood.
Yes, it was. Yeah, he was an adult
Yeah.
film operator, or not adult phone sex
Yeah.
operator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ruin your childhood.
No, baby.
Yep. And SpongeBob is a tampon.
Oh my. Nice.
Mm-hmm. He's a sponge that lives in Bikini Bottom. His girlfriend's name is Sandy Cheeks. His best friend is a starfish or a butthole. His next door neighbor is a flaccid squid. I mean, come on.
Oh my. It's a whole new look at SpongeBob.
Works to ruin SpongeBob for me. I love SpongeBob, now I don't like SpongeBob.
And the snail is the vagina.
Didn't
He's
even
always
know.
washing it.
Didn't
It's his best friend.
know.
It meows.
Did you know it?
Wow.
They actually did. They did a. Oh yes, here it is. Who lives in a vagina? SpongeBob Tampax. Absorbent yellow and bloody disease. SpongeBob Tampax.
That's all.
That's over the top.
Okay.
Too much.
Alright.
We're in the
Now we gotta
chapel.
pay
Okay.
Nickelodeon for rights or something. I don't know.
Okay.
No, we changed the words.
No, that's right, we did.
We read the meme.
did.
Yes.
All right, so you guys are done with the chapel?
And I'm not sick, right? They are.
Right, they're sick. They don't live. They're visiting the head frequently.
Okay.
You're sick of
And in case you're wondering, the head is the bathroom.
Yes. I'm not that dumb of a barbarian.
I mean, you do have a negative modifier.
Yes.
All
They
right.
call it the head too, but they're literal. It's a skull.
So, did
Yeah.
the priestess look through all of the documents that we provided? I can't remember if we
Yes.
did that last time.
Yeah,
I
she
thought
was
we
very
did.
interested. Yeah, you brought her the stuff that talked about, that mentioned you guys and the patient record. I believe you had found all of the handouts.
Mhm. We did.
And yeah, she was very interested because she was here to investigate what was going on. So it was interesting
That definitely helps.
for her to find it. So it looks like bringing that guy here was probably not the best idea, and maybe what's causing some of the other issues. Where she
Bringing
came
Oliver.
from. Yeah, that was his name, right?
Mhm.
Oliver again.
Yeah, Oliver. Yep, that was his name.
I write things down.
Oh, well, that's even better.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
There's 13 subscribers.
Yeah, we got a couple new ones.
Very nice.
Are they watching?
It says one watching.
Oh, right.
I think it's me.
There you go. It's one of us.
Yeah.
It might not be me because I'm actually logged in as
So,
we're
probably-
going, so it's probably.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
probably him right now. It's fine.
I'll watch, see if anybody posts in the chat.
Yeah, you let me know, because then I can respond.
Okay, so she doesn't have any input on that other than that's interesting.
Well, did you have any questions about it?
I probably did like a month ago.
Let me go to her page because she does have a whole list of things she knows. I think you guys only touched on a handful of them.
Right?
Yeah.
Not very good at interviewing then.
Well, my job is not necessarily interviewer. It does not say interviewer there.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think that's like an actual class, so.
Should be our sorcerer.
Probably should be the charismatic most of
Because
us.
he probably has the
Because he
most
runs like
charisma.
charisma.
He's like,
What are
oh,
you talking about? I'm an outcast.
oh, that's true. But what's your charisma? You should be pretty charismatic, right?
You're a charismatic outcast.
Very charismatic outcast.
Yeah.
Well, these people seem pretty desperate, so they would probably be inclined to listen because there are a lack of options.
This is where you start your poll.
Yes.
Will you start your what?
Cult.
Oh.
Your dragon watcher poll. There was a painting. What was the painting up again?
What was it? Or was
It hid the stuff.
It hid the stuff.
Was that the asylum?
You're talking about the charcoal landscapes, the weird
Yeah.
landscapes?
Was it charcoal?
I think they were, I'm trying to remember, I think I know which ones you're talking about. There were,
There were a couple of them in that room.
No, there's the painting that was actually hiding the sword and stuff.
oh, okay, so that would have been in, I think that was in the administrator's office.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Yeah, it was in the locker room. Is that the asylum thing? So I'm trying to remember the sequence of events. I'm just struggling
Yeah,
with
because
it.
after you found the woman spewing the weird fog, you left that room.
That's the main doctor, right?
Yeah,
That's when we stopped and went back to
Uh-huh.
rest.
Yeah.
the first time.
First time.
And it was...
Second time. Second session.
Did I tell you, because you didn't identify the sword yet, have you?
I thought we did identify spells. Thought you did.
Did you write down what room it was from before you identified it? I would have given you a room number.
I do have it identified.
I was told it was called Red Destiny,
Then we definitely identified it.
Yep.
and that it's a +2 sword.
Okay.
And that's what I was told.
That sounds right.
I did not get a page number. I did not write down a page number.
So you must have done it right away then.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it? Yes, okay, I found it. It was in the special records.
It was called
There
Red
is,
Destiny,
there was
right?
a Drury painting that once hung above the entry. The Drury painting here once, what is the painting of? Painting of somber, towering structure. Yes, it is a painting of the hospital.
Okay. And the sword was called Red Destiny. I'm not crazy.
That is correct. You are not crazy. Well, about that, you are not crazy.
Thank you. Cool.
I did not have it written down.
Yeah, because you don't have it.
I know, but
Marcus had it. This is Marcus on it.
Power.
Of Red Destiny.
Red Destiny.
Because that's where we found the files and all that good stuff too. So it's in
yeah,
the
we have
secret.
2 vials of silver sheen, oil of a line weapon.
Because I also guessed what a line weapon did. Corrected it.
Yep. 2 scrolls of remove paralysis.
I guess that's not remove disease. Alright, cool. And I think after we finished that room, that was the end of that session.
Yeah, because you went back.
Because then we went back. Because we went to rest to identify the rest of the stuff.
Yep. And there was, the only other way you knew to go was back to the main, when you go into the main hall.
There were some rooms that we bypassed.
Straight across, yeah, because you took the left, the northern route out of the main hall.
Oh, I still have my gaudy red boots to identify.
Okay. Map again, the map.
Gaudy red boots.
I gotta look and see if the map pack for these is the entire set or just the one book. Might be worth looking into. And then getting some, I don't know, some paper that I can use to cover. So I'm not just laying out the whole map.
Lay out papers over the stuff and then you.
Oh, yeah.
Deal with that.
Because I never really did that before, but it might be beneficial to do that going forward.
Can we say some of these items that we have not identified yet, we can, while we're
If you want to stick
recovering,
around
we
here
can
for a few days,
identify
yeah.
them?
My only thing is.
Or
like,
the sorcerer can identify them, I
Yeah.
should say,
no, I
if
think
he's willing to.
Yeah, I can do
the
that.
only thing I have about sticking around here for a few days is like, at some point we're gonna run out of food.
Well, you don't want to spend too many days, but I don't think you have that many items, do you?
No, not really,
Okay.
just a couple. I have my gaudy red boots, I have sanity B11 written next
Give
to
me
it.
1 second, I need to look up that save DC, because if you're gonna stay here a couple days,
Yeah, then we need to go to this
okay, I need everybody but the barbarian to be a fortitude save.
thing. Damn it!
Oh no, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
No, it's good.
And you can make a save if you want to, but it's not gonna do you good.
15.
Okay,
9.
okay,
You shit yourself.
you spend most of the day in the head. What'd you get?
2.
You joined him.
You shit yourself and your liver came out.
That's real bad.
I don't think that goes there.
There's a lot of organs in between your liver and your bowel.
Your asshole just prolapsed.
I pulled a Marcus.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so where was the
That's
location of the boots?
Sanity B11.
B11.
I have something that never got really identified, or it may not be anything too.
What is it?
Yeah, if I gave you a number, it was either because it's magically needed to identify it, or it has a monetary
Plus,
value that you may
okay.
need to appraise. So I would give you a number for either of those two.
I have
So-
something for D10.
Gaudy red boots. Pair of gaudy red boots with a cat skin lining.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and let you know, because I know you guys were using detect magic the whole time. Those did not come up as magical.
Oh, okay.
They were just cute.
They were just cute.
Yeah.
I think this is a
They got little pom-poms on the front, little
Okay.
short black
they're
heels.
just red outs.
Yeah.
Really, it's really that.
I have Sanity C10,
Sanity C10.
a U wand.
That one makes me think that was probably magical.
Because it said that.
I'm thinking that's what it's in reference to.
C10. Okay,
It had the
so
note, Mr. Lance, this is a place of science, not religion, leave it at home.
that is a wand of bless.
Oh, wow. That's
18
a
charges.
divine one. Those are rare.
Yeah.
Wand of bless.
Shit, that's an arcane.
And
18,
18 charges.
who can use that?
Anybody who
That's-
Use
can
magic
use magic
device.
items. Or
Anybody-
has used magic device.
I would say anybody that can cast bless as a spell.
Can it be recharged?
I don't have to use magic device.
Yes.
I have used magic device.
But you can use divine spells. I don't think the
But-
spell has to be on your list. I think the spell only has to be on your list if it's a scroll.
Yes.
I think you might be able to use wands.
I figured my magic is divine, so.
Rod.
Yeah, like bless is a divine. That's why I said, I think as long as your magic types match, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's
Like, I don't
accurate.
think you can cast
Because a fighter
magic
can't
missile
use it.
out of a wand,
No, probably not.
but Brett could. So I don't think Brett could use bless out of a wand either. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the benefit of wand.
Yeah, let me double check I know that one works for everybody and one only works for the person who is able to cast that type of
And
magic.
scrolls only work with the type of magic.
Scroll has to be on your list. You can't even you couldn't
that's
use
right,
arcane unless you're a sorcerer, you can use all arcane spells. But like a paladin, for example, could not cast a divine spell unless it was on his paladin spell list. And I can't remember if it's rods that allow anybody to use them, and wands require. Here's rods. There's staves, scrolls. Should be in alphabetical order, right? Wands, okay.
Feel better over there?
We're feeling good?
Wands use a spell trigger activation method, so casting a spell from a wand is usually a standing action. To activate a wand, a character must hold it in his hand and point it in the general direction. A wand may be used while grappling. It does not say. It seems to indicate that anybody can use a wand.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So that would just require like a use magic device test.
But that doesn't make any sense. Because it doesn't say that, as far as I can tell, a fighter can use a wand. I think you might have to use magical device on things like maybe stabs or rods.
I mean, you can use magical device on just about any. Like device, decipher written spell, use scroll, use wand.
Right.
You can emulate things.
But yeah, see, it doesn't say on stabs either, and I'm pretty certain that only spellcasters can use stabs. So I must be missing something.
Because when you have aligned things or intelligent things, you can use magic device to emulate races or alignments to fool the intelligence to function for you, which is a cool use of that ability.
Don't you do that?
It's fine. It's not that big a deal right now, is it?
No. I don't plan on.
Well, I'm certain that you can use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the very least, you can use it.
And Brett could use it.
Yeah, I think I would just need to do some further digging if I wanted to know if anybody else could use it.
Yeah.
What else?
I just wanted to know.
Did you have
that
anything
person
else
is
that you
already
wanted
right there.
to check out?
No, I'm
You
good.
can definitely.
Did either of you have anything that you needed to check out?
I
don't think
wasn't here, so I have nothing.
I have an old silver necklace that Sanity beat in. I'm pretty sure it was a monetary value thing. But I haven't praised, so.
That's cool. That would be, okay, so Sandy B. N. Yes, also a,
Like Monday night, I'm just money value.
yeah,
Okay.
monetary value.
Okay.
And those, I do appraises as when you go to sell it. So when you go to change it into actual coin, then you'll make a roll what you think it's worth. The merchant will tell you what he thinks it's worth, and then you'll go from there. Depending on how good or bad your roll is, you might think you're getting cheated or cheating him.
I also have bluff, so.
Yeah.
Or diplomacy, or
And if I feel like
I
I'm getting cheated,
skills.
I'll intimidate.
valid.
We'll
You
figure
can
it
deal
out.
with that. That's a much later thing though, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
satisfied with that.
I don't have anything else though that I picked up that has page
Okay.
numbers or anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna write monetary value next to that. Money.
Money.
But dollars.
No, it's money. It's not like a background. It's money. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You don't need to use spells and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay.
A thing.
So that didn't take long.
Nope. Alright.
So what now, guy?
Well, no, I guess we need to check out that other corridor.
Sweet. Those guys to kill.
So yeah, back through the main hall. When you retrace your steps, when you go through the main hall to the east instead of turning to the left where you guys went the last time, it sort of goes into a set of, or a smaller hallway where there is some double doors to your right on the south wall, and then on the north wall, kind of in the corner, there's a door. The rest of the hall is pretty much rubble.
So there's 2 doors?
There's the 2 ways to go. There's a door up on your left, up on the north, kind of in the corner, and then there's a set of double doors on your right.
Double doors.
Double doors?
No, because that would probably just lead on. The other one might be a dead. It might just be one little room.
Alright.
Left and then corner?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we gonna listen to the door? See if we hear anything on the other side?
I could do the sneaky open
That's for
with the rope
rogues.
ready again, like we were doing. Or do you just want me to bash the door down?
Whatever you guys want. I'm okay with listening and trying to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
sneakily
just-
open that.
Let's listen and sneakily open the door.
Okay. Let me see
Seems
here.
It's worked reasonably well up to this point.
It is silent beyond the door.
Okay. Sneak open. Barbarian.
Okay.
Axe ready.
Opening this door.
Do I roll a stealth or whatever to see if it creaks or anything?
Oh no,
Okay.
the door's going to creak if it's going to creak. Beyond the door, you see it actually opens to the outside. High silent walls hedge in this spacious courtyard garden. Only thin breaths of sickly fog seep in from overhead, though beyond it's just as thick as ever. Misty wisps slip between leafless trees, and simple benches giving the impression of silent beast prowling through the garden. So it's sort of an internal courtyard, and that's why there's
Surrounded
not
by
as much
walls,
mist
okay.
here. And there's a trail that runs along the outside that you can see. The outside wall of the courtyard. So you can go out and explore the courtyard.
Is the fog going to affect us? Even if
It
it's a
doesn't
little,
appear very thick out in this part.
It's still there.
Right.
You guys wanna check it out, or you wanna check out the inside first?
Well, I mean, this is inside.
It's just, yeah.
It's just the
Alright.
inside of the.
Alright, let's check out
Can-
the courtyard.
See with, if I see anything moving or anything.
Sure. Yeah. Give
Perception.
me a perception check.
So, 17 plus 6, 23. And I have night vision because I'm a wizard, so
Right. Let's see here.
If it's undead, it's not hot though.
I just have night vision in general, so I can see better.
I am looking.
He's looking at a book. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see.
It's the boogeyman. Who's gonna guess?
Wait, what?
Ow!
Are you okay?
Oh,
Like
wrong. Just looking at the tip points for the page number. That's not the page. What are its skills? There we go. What did you roll for your perception?
23.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Why do you always roll great against me? Like, what do you have, a problem with lizards or something?
The dice pick out somebody and pick on them the entire time.
Today might be your day.
It's
Again.
been like
I didn't say how many sessions, like my dice have a long memory. Maybe he remembers.
Yeah, the dice remember.
Or, because you weren't here last time, it's making up for it.
Oh!
That's a
Probably.
possibility.
Alright,
I say we still go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, going out to explore the
I mean, I can sneak out, and you guys can like
Yeah, you can,
trail
you can lead
behind.
the way. You can lead the way.
Okay.
sneaky out.
Sneakily
And
like.
so you find yourself in the southernmost portion of the courtyard. It's a pretty good sized courtyard. Throwing a guess out there, we're talking probably, oh good lord, 120 to 150 feet long by roughly 50 feet wide. There is like a path, it looks like a walking path that runs along the outside edge of the courtyard, as if people had hugged the wall as they walked around. There's
Yes.
some trees in the middle along benches along the path.
We'll walk the perimeter and then kind of move to the middle and see if
Okay.
we run into anything.
Can I just look at the trees and everything that's out there in the courtyard?
Sure.
Like acknowledge
It
nature?
does actually, yeah, go ahead and give me a roll here.
27.
Okay. So it's a good mix of trees, mostly I think it's sweet shrubs, mimosa trees. Most of them are dead and choked or warped by the mist. You can tell that it was once a pretty nice garden. Somebody spent a lot of time out here making it really nice, but it's been pretty well tore up by the conditions. You do have about a 20-foot field of view. Once you're out there and walking around, everybody give me a perception check.
Just a tree. You can go pick a glass of mimosa. Oh.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
A nat 20? I rolled a 20 total.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
And
10. Okay. So 13, you are hearing the sounds of strange noises like flapping of wings, low growls, rustling steps. What's your total? Your total was 20,
20,
right? You got the same thing. What does your total come to?
25.
Okay. You can tell that the sounds don't actually seem to come from an immediate source. They seem to be drifting through the fog from a distance.
Rustling
seems
sounds
to
in the
be
distance.
Yeah, rustling, flapping of wings, growls. The fog seems to be really messing with your sense of hearing.
Rustling, flapping wings, and what did you say? Growls.
The three of you stop all concerned like, and I just keep ignorant of the situation.
Okay. So you get about, I don't know, 40 or 50 feet into the courtyard, and
I tell everybody, make sure you're looking up. There's something. You're not that far away.
You're not that far away.
I would have to yell it.
Depends how far you let me go away
I'd
from
throw a
you.
rock at your head.
You're not very good at
oh shit.
No, it'll be a 20. She'll
just
crit
rolled
hit
a
you and knock you out.
Oh, this is a crazy ability.
Huh?
This ability this thing has when we get done with this, I'll let you know. This is awesome. All right, so
Don't worry, you'll get to use it on me. So.
actually no. So you, what's your combat?
Uh-oh.
15.
Say 15.
You're not set up for this kind of stuff.
All right, something does swoop out of the mist. Let me give you a description of this tree. Lanky ebon humanoid with bat-like wings, horns, and a long prehensile tail, but lacking a face. Swoops down out of the mist
Sounds terrible.
and grabs you by its long clawed fingers and toes And it's
I
going
fling poo at it!
No,
Projectile poo at it.
it's going to try to fly off.
Can I try to grab its tail?
I'm sure you guys will all get an action.
Yeah.
Maybe. I didn't hear it.
Okay.
You guys heard it.
You were a little bit too far away, but I will say that you two get an attack of opportunity before it flies away with your druid.
Nope.
Grab the
I
tail.
don't have a character at all.
Go ahead and give me a combat maneuver. So you're going to roll a die 20 and add your CMB.
20.
That's really good.
That is really good. I'm going to say with its not paying attention to you. Yes, you do get a hold of its tail. I'm going to need you to give me a strength check, just so I have that number.
See if you can hold on to it.
Oh god. Sorry, you're gone. 11.
Okay, that's alright. That doesn't mean. Okay.
But I have a hold of it and I'm heavy.
Light crossbow,
Okay.
hit 20.
Also good.
Okay.
I will continue to roll poorly if you guys keep rolling this low. I'm cool with that.
You attack it with an actual attack.
And 7 damage.
Alright.
Because you have a light crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast anything?
You take that one that you decided
Well,
to
let
shove out
me
its
see
bubble.
here. Because he just
Violence.
got grabbed. And he got shot.
He's less than that.
Do you have any spell? I'm gonna say he's got a hold of your arms, but do you have any vocal spells? Just vocal.
So that's V, what's S?
S is somatic using your
Prior
hands.
to probably, I guess you probably want better.
I do. I have one. Flare.
Okay.
Flare's just vocal.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we got.
She always moves her hands. I don't know.
They,
Yeah, she wouldn't you over there.
the
She
creature
goes, fire!
make a
Yeah,
fortitude
she always goes
save.
flare.
Well,
Okay.
DC 13.
Okay. Alright, so that's all of that.
Just someone wants to meet me. And I can't see that because I don't pay for it. I don't know.
I hate that. So you get to do everything but actually use the
Like-
service.
Well,
Unless-
just if they message me, it's fine. I can message them back, but I hate when they're like, I want to meet you. Well, bitch, fucking message me.
Yeah.
If you want to meet me,
Right.
I just assume that's some kind of an algorithm that like kicks off every once in a while, trying to get you to pay for the
Probably.
service.
It's like, oh, this guy.
that's why I don't do it.
pays.
Because I'll look, I can see who's like wants to meet me, and a lot of them it's just like, they look like Google image searches, and it's like, come on, like you're just
Yeah.
just pulling random pictures, assigning a random name,
Yep.
and putting a picture on it, and then like,
I'm like, wait, I saw that in Hobby Lobby in a frame on the shelf.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
Becky.
Right.
Stay away from Becky. Alright, so he got a hold of you. You got the flare off. Actually going to need you guys to also give me that 40.
Right, because we didn't know to close our eyes.
That's right. Forget about that. Oh my god.
oh, I'm blinded.
What do you have
Great.
for fortitude save?
12.
I'm
Fort.
You're
Your
like,
fort.
I'm blinded.
blinded.
It should be down in those three you're
Oh,
close
fortune.
right there, yeah.
19.
Okay, you're not blinded.
I'm blinded.
The sorcerer is blinded.
Great.
Thanks.
Sorry. I would like to not be carried off.
And now you are
Well, I still
suddenly
have a-
aware of a commotion
I'm
behind
super aware now that the flare has gone off.
you. Yeah, but luckily you were looking the other way.
Yeah, so I-
You've been just looking at what's going on. Alright, so
Like
this
fireworks
7-foot tall creature is trying to fly off with
Unbelievable.
you, but you have a hold of the tail so he can't lift off. And so he's going
Stand on his
to
tail.
actually... I'm going to go ahead and use this ability because it's freaking awesome.
So
I'm going to need a fortitude save.
oh, of course you do.
He
Okay.
tickles you with his tail.
He can't, I have a hold of it. I have a hold of the tail. Yes! I saved you! I saved you!
You're
Can I
right.
keep this roll though for the next thing I have to roll?
He he's just gonna dig in with his claws.
Alright, I rolled
I
a
don't know. Digging with claws or being tickled. I think I would rather be tickled.
I don't know what the
I'll take
tickle
the claws.
I know that's literally the ability to tickle.
Tickle. Yeah, but I'm sure it's probably
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
Tickle.
yeah, it's not great, but it's
like-
just the
It's like
description
hideous
is
laughter,
hilarious.
like you laugh uncontrollably until you die.
Yeah.
You take 37 points.
Shit.
Actually, it hurts a lot, but it's not
Good.
debilitating.
It hurts a lot, but it's not debilitating. That's good.
But you do start bleeding
Great.
pretty profusely.
Ow!
His nails are long, and he's just digging in. And those are all of his attacks. So let's go ahead and get us an initiative now. Now that we're done with our.
Oh god, nat 20 initiative.
Oh wait, I'm blinded for this round.
So
It's
22.
battery.
You can still do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. I just can't really. I take a what, -4?
Yes, and a 50% miss chance. Right.
Was it stunned at all, or dazzled, or did it?
Didn't appear to be.
Okay.
It did or didn't?
Did not appear to be.
It might be a sightless creature. It doesn't have a face.
It doesn't, yeah.
Share,
But you
what
had
was
to
your
try
initiative?
That was the only option I had. What?
What's your initiative?
What was it? 17.
Okay. Nemo?
Nat 20 plus 22.
Nice. Graven?
11.
Stilson?
17.
Alright. Nemo, you are first. You have a hold of his tail. You can either continue to grapple with him or you can do something else.
I think you're gonna have to continue to grapple.
Yeah, because you can't take off.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to pull him down and
Can you try and
hold.
bash him into a tree?
I'm gonna try to pull him down
Okay.
and like hold, like push him to the ground and
Okay.
hold him.
Go ahead and give me another combat maneuver roll.
That's the CMB.
Yep.
Oh god. 7.
Okay.
It couldn't last forever.
That might be bad. Okay, so he's going to actually going to be able to dislodge his tail from his grip, from your grip, and tickle you.
Oh.
You're gonna get tickled.
I need a fortitude save.
I probably had a better save than you.
4?
15.
Oh, no,
Oh,
you're
nice. You feel slightly sickened by it, but it has no other effect on you. It actually causes nausea for 1 round. It's a good, really strange ability, but I like it.
It's really funny.
I don't know. Did you just tickle me?
not. The fuck, dude?
Actually, that's why I let go of his tail. Did you just bro? Did you just tickle me?
So that was actually his move. So Saracen.
Sorry, dude.
Go for it.
Like Han Solo. Lando, call out. Fire! Fire!
Magic missile. Ah,
Alright.
that's just 1 still, isn't it? No, is it 2?
The auto hit?
It's still 1.
It's-
no. Yeah.
1 per
It's
level?
still
Is it
one
every other level or
2
every
levels.
fifth?
That's
I think it's 1, 3, 5, 7. Yeah.
That's
5th edition makes it super awesome.
4 damage.
Okay. That's alright.
See?
That
Auto hit.
helps.
Other than hitting you.
Yep.
Well, that's always an option.
Or me.
too.
Shara.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an additional
claws
third.
into your ribs.
3rd step, 5th step.
Since it dug into my ribs, do I have my hands available?
Give me a. Actually, you're struggling to free. Oh, wow. What was your combat defense again?
15.
Yes. With all of this, it has lost its grip on your arms.
That's what it gets for trying to tickle me.
Alright, so the question is, I don't really.
Do you have a sword or a knife?
Yeah, hold on.
Just stab up.
guys thinking?
Actually, it's on the table now. There's midget wrestling happening, like, over the Twisted Spell
Yeah.
right now.
I have a buddy who loves going to that.
Alright. I'm gonna do, produce flame, it's a touch attack.
Okay. Is there a save or anything?
Probably not.
No, it's a touch attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So you gotta roll. Okay.
17?
Oh yeah, that definitely hit.
No, you have to
No,
roll
I have
against
to
his
roll.
touch.
Oh, I have to roll against his touch.
Yeah, you just roll.
Do I just, is it just my regular attack bonus then,
Yep.
the +2? Okay.
Yep.
Or +1, sorry, that's a 6.
So he's holding you and you still failed to touch him?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
how's that work?
You slip. You're in a lot of pain and you're bleeding.
Yes.
You're having a hard time concentrating.
That was my concern as well. I was trying to pick something that made sense as far as
Mhm.
being able to concentrate.
Graven, there is a faceless winged thing dry humping your druid. What do you do?
Watch. No. Well, yeah, that's interesting. I think. I have swords.
Okay.
How far away is it?
Well within, you could take a step. You didn't, as far as I know, you didn't indicate that you were that far ahead of the party. You were just in front. So.
Yeah.
How high up in the air is this thing?
That's kind of what I was about to
It's
think.
right on the ground. It's practically standing. See it swoop down to grab her,
And
you
I
hit
got
the
it.
ground,
down.
and went to take off, and you grabbed its
Okay.
tail, so it didn't get anywhere.
So like it has wings, right?
It does.
Does it look like a creature that requires wings to fly, or is it
Yes.
just like a thing
It
that...
does need its wings to fly.
So if I were to like place swords in that wing joint,
That would be a bad thing for it, yes.
can I try to do that?
You absolutely can.
Sweet deal.
I should probably.
I've been rolling so good
I
tonight.
need to pull up my critical hit chart that I recently uploaded to the World of Thelos wiki.
Yeah, that thing's grown a bit.
It has.
That's
I
good.
finally got a bunch of stuff dumped on there.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to read it all yet. I'm working.
Yeah, I haven't read it all either.
Although I think I've proved at this point that I've probably read the most of it.
I think
There's new spells on there. Some of those spells I'm pretty proud of.
I guess I need to look at that
Yeah,
for sure.
I haven't got a chance to look at them either because I'm playing a rogue, so I was like, man, it spells.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty sadistic when I created some of those spells.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Boil blood. That's one of my-
That's a high level.
Mayhand is
Okay.
is bloody deathy sword.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
Moving on.
That's a 9.
Okay.
That's
That's a miss.
And then I'm just gonna try to maneuver myself around, so that way I can get flanking next round.
Okay. Alright, so you move off to the side to flank the creature. Alright, so we're back to the top of the round. Nemo. You just got tickled.
I know. I realize.
Yeah.
Gotta take a hold.
I'm still distraught about that. I'm kind of pissed.
Here to go. But your hands are free. It is right in front of you.
I'm gonna try to hold it again because I can know I don't want it to fly away with my
Okay.
friend. However, instead of grabbing its tail this time, I'm gonna like try to get on top so it can't like
Yeah.
actually get more of my body on
Absolutely.
it since it can't really since it hasn't been able to fly away. So is this what do I roll again?
Your combat maneuver, so you're grappling.
Oh my god. 7.
Okay.
All those good rolls. Now we're balancing. We're balancing.
Yeah, we're.
You're struggling with him, but you weren't able to get you just couldn't quite get on him.
Okay.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got those horns, you just couldn't get a hold of him.
Well, I'm gonna get tickled again.
Well,
It's possible.
Realize that he's
He's picked a fight with a lot of things.
overmatched at this point, yes.
Not
So-
really. We can't do anything.
I mean, we haven't harmed it really.
She's in his grasp and can't touch him.
Injured it twice, and now everybody is paying attention to it. It was clear that his tactic was to try to get away with the smallest member of your party,
That was a
and that
mistake.
failed.
Yeah.
The smallest isn't always the least deadly.
Well, yeah. So it is going to attempt to get away.
Can I use my rage for an attack with the quick reflexes?
You can use your quick reflexes for an attack of opportunity.
Tickles me!
So, yep, top of the initiative, then we'll go ahead and
Does
take
he
your...
drop me?
He's going to let go and try to fly away. Yes.
Okay.
But because that's the retreating action, I can rage.
That's correct.
And so I'm going to grab him again.
You're going to grab him or just do it to
Just-
attack?
Oh, just
An
attack.
attack?
Just
Yeah.
fucking attack him with the great axe.
And roll 20.
So,
A 20.
No, you just
Like
do
Lana
it.
did. Gen
Oh
Con.
my god. Did we
12.
Okay, that missed. Try again. You get 2.
oh, I get 2.
Yep, because your quick reflexes.
6.
Okay. You
Maybe
made
not for those good
another
rolls.
And everybody is within range. How long are you stunned?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so you don't know he's getting away. Attack of opportunity.
It's not. Oh, okay.
So I'm down 1 rage point then too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're flanking, so
16.
16. And you're flanking, so 16 hits.
Sweet.
Yes.
That's a d6. 3. And plus 2 is 5.
Okay. You also do an attack of opportunity.
Sweet. And when he drops
Okay.
me, I grab the spear to poke him.
Okay, pokey pokey.
10.
10. You miss with the spear. The Night Gaunt manages to fly away into the darkness.
Bleeding. He's bleeding though.
Yep, he's super bleeding. That's the thing.
Oh. Yeah. That's super
Alright.
cool looking.
Yeah, he totally looks like he'd tickle.
Yeah, for sure. Tickle.
It almost made you throw up.
Yeah.
Almost. Made you a little sick. I'm not sure if it was the effect of it or because somebody tickled you.
Yeah.
It made you a little sick to your stomach there.
So in lizard folk culture, is tickling a thing?
I don't know. We'll have
You
to
may just have had the worst reaction to tickling possible.
That could be, yeah.
Like that may not actually be a thing, and you're going,
Like, I've
what
never
happened?
I'm so distraught because it's never happened to me before. Like
I just don't picture lizard people tickling.
nope.
No.
That's why I was so
They have like
concerned.
claws.
Yeah. Not a whole lot
Yeah.
of tickling.
Not
No
a lot of
tickling.
tickling, probably.
Get you stabbed. touching other lizard folk that way.
Why I raged. I didn't know what was happening. I felt violated.
Very,
You were violated.
very much so.
You were triggered by the tickling.
So it does fly up into the fog.
One rat out of that.
The eeriest thing about that is it never made a sound. When you stabbed it, when you cut it, when you...
Well, it didn't have a mouth.
Yeah.
You said it didn't have a face, so it didn't have a mouth.
face.
So it couldn't scream out.
Right. But it's still an odd experience. I mean, could you imagine seeing another thing moving around that doesn't make a noise when you stab it? That would be so weird for
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah.
Would be awkward.
Note to self, don't go outside.
Bet you if I tickled him.
Oh no, we're gonna stay out here for a while.
Yes.
See what else is out here.
Okay.
You gonna bandage yourself up
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit?
If there was a thing out here, there might be other
I
things
mean, how
out
bad am
here.
Can I just do a heal check?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a heal check and I'll let you know.
Heal check, and I'll let you know how many
8.
boxes of walnuts you need.
You're feeling pretty bad, but you're having a hard time diagnosing yourself.
Anybody else have
You definitely need healing. You're just not sure how much.
Anybody else have healing?
Oh yeah, I got lots of healing.
No, I meant
The
like
heal
the
skill.
ability to see if they can diagnose you.
Oh,
Or help diagnose you.
no, I don't need any of those things.
I do not. It's not a charisma and or dex skill, so therefore.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I will use, we got medicine from the priestess lady. It's a cure light.
What did it say? Cure light?
Cure light.
Okay, so go ahead and give me 1d8 plus 1.
6.
Okay.
That's most of them. We'll take it.
You're definitely feeling better. The bleeding has stopped. The wounds are still sore, but the bleeding has stopped. Alright. Continuing along the path
Yeah.
After a minute.
after a minute.
After he can see again. Sorry about that, dude.
Hibernation sickness, right? Okay, you're continuing along the path and you do reach the far side of the garden where you also find a door in the side of a small outbuilding that's attached to the wall.
Of what? Just a building
Outbuilding?
attached to the
So
wall?
like a-
Yeah, it's like the stone
Like a
wall
garden
and then
shed.
there's a wooden building that's built into the,
Is it like a
Like a
tool
garden
shed?
shed kind of thing.
it might be,
Well,
but there's a door.
Is there a door?
Is it open?
There is a door. It does open.
Open.
as doors do.
There's probably nothing in the tool shed.
It is a very small room beyond the door, but it's not a tool shed. It's actually mostly empty. But there are stairs that go down.
Not a tool shed. It goes
Round.
downstairs. Weird.
Let's go down.
How's it smell?
Good question.
Yeah, because last time we were underground, there were dead
Mausoleum.
bodies. Could be. But this looks like hidden because why would it be in this shed? Is it just a stairway going down, or is it like a trap door in the floor kind of thing?
Oh, it's a stairway going down.
Okay.
The shed does contain a few gardening tools and a wooden staircase.
How does it smell?
Like BO and Band-Aids.
BO and Band-Aids.
That's why. Heavy. Burns. Hot sweaty man. After mowing the lawn.
Yeah. Not my thing.
Totally is your fave.
It's got a very odd smell. That yeah, it's definitely got a very odd smell, and it feels. You know how when you're standing at the edge, like it's dark, but you can tell you're standing at the edge of a very large open space. That's sort of what it feels like.
Okay.
The air's different.
Are you gonna sneak ahead?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll go behind him.
Okay. So no longer sneaking.
Oh no, I'm still sneaking.
No, I've learned a little bit to just get a little bit of a distance and be a little more cautious.
Room.
Be a little more cautious, yeah. Professional
Right.
courtesy.
So it doesn't go far. You travel, I want to say the stairs go about 10 feet down? 20 feet down. The brittle wooden stairs travel about 20 feet along a stone wall and then stop. They drop off completely into darkness.
So we can't go down all the way. We
Not as far as you can tell. Unless
Do we
you
have a
wanna-
light source?
Yeah,
I can.
yeah, you can cast light.
Can I have a light source?
I've got dancing lights.
Okay.
So need a target.
Nope. Up to 4 orbs that float within 120 feet of me,
Okay.
and I can make them move.
Okay. So you get 4 orbs of light.
You move.
I said up to 4.
Up to.
You move them down.
They're gonna go down the stairs.
Okay.
Well, everyone go.
Oh, where the stairs
They're
should.
gonna go down the stairs to me and then go down the hole.
Okay. They travel as far as they can and reveal nothing but more darkness.
This effing hole.
It's just a big. Is it bad I would
Who's
jump
got
down?
Who's got rope?
What's the point in a big effing hole in an asylum?
Well, it can't be good, I can tell you that.
Yeah, with the stairs obliterated, like something
Are they
came out
obliterated or
through.
did they just stop?
They look like they fell in.
Like old? Fell in?
Well, he said they were brittle.
They are pretty old and brittle, so they either fell or something pulled them in.
Why do you gotta say that? Like there's an old god down there that was just like tentacle.
Okay.
I was fine until you said that. Good Lord. I just turned around and I'm like, nope, walk away. Back up the steps.
You want to drop a torch down and see how far it goes before you
Well,
hear
the dancing
something?
lions can go like
120 feet. Yeah.
So, I mean, as he moves up to me, down 120 feet, and we still didn't hit a bottom or see the side, or it's a big...
Yeah, so dead end, I guess.
Well, no, not dead end.
not really.
That's the problem.
Well,
Well, impassable.
here's what we can
Yeah.
do. We can go back and explore the double doors, or we get rope and we go to the bottom of the hole, or see if we can find a bottom of the hole.
Yeah, you could throw rope down, you
Well,
could
I
climb down
have
to the
50
end of
foot
the rope
rope,
and not
so
hit,
guess what?
hit
That's
bottom.
not enough.
Well, we probably all have rope,
I
and
do
we
not.
have
How
to tie it together.
How much rope do you have?
50 foot.
Well, that's 100. We still haven't hit the bottom where the lights were.
I have a 10-foot chain.
It's still not enough to hit where the lights ended.
Okay. Brett,
Do you
y'all
have
got some rope? You got any of that rope?
I don't have the strength to carry the rope around with me.
Right?
Yeah, 50 foot of hemp rope.
We
You ever seen that discussion about why that's a horrible exploration?
It's a lot of rope.
It would be
and
so
it's
heavy.
It's a whole load of crap.
Hey, as a lizard,
Which is why
I
mine
can
suck.
I can climb well.
Where's
Is there
Sunrise?
a wall that I can climb down?
They're similar flashlights,
Yeah.
I
basically.
have two.
Okay.
Can I light one
No,
of those
there's
and
no
drop
wall.
it?
There's no.
Well, the wall does continue past the
It's like a
stairs.
flashlight. It's like constant.
Can I
Yeah, but
climb
can I throw it to the bottom of
the
the...
wall and down?
It
I
doesn't.
have two,
So the stair walls come down.
but
Yeah,
we can see
and
the
they
bottom.
keep
We can
going,
see
but
if there's a bottom.
Under where the stairs were, there's sort of nothing.
Well, we can try to do.
So the walls come down so
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 far.
there
and-
is
Coin.
no
Does anybody
stairs
have
or
lights?
wall. It's just obliterated.
I do,
Yeah.
but I don't have it memorized
And
today.
these are wooden stairs,
Yes.
hovering over nothing.
Yeah.
I don't trust this, I'm getting out.
Well, I already sure I was
Somebody,
like,
yeah, somebody
nobody
just
left.
realized the obvious. Yeah, the stairs are similar to modern basement stairs.
I would like to
There's nothing.
flip a coin.
Okay. Okay.
I'm listening.
All right.
I'm listening.
How long does it take?
Math! Physics.
Like you gotta physics this, because like
I hear it. It's about 10
gravity
feet.
pulls.
About 10 feet. Yeah. Yeah.
How many feet per second?
That's what you call quick math.
And then you have to account for acceleration. Acceleration.
Gravity's
I don't
9.81
want the-
meters
But
squared a
it's a
second.
constant acceleration based on the weight.
Up until a
It
point
hits
of
the
dimension
until it's
max
velocity.
velocity.
Terminal.
So yeah, until
Velocity.
it's terminal velocity.
So this, I wanted a calculator, not the formula.
Oh no, you gotta do the physics formula.
No, there's gotta be a calculator. There we go, the free fall calculator. Height in meters. So now I gotta convert feet to meters.
Oh, is that stuff in feet in the book?
Yeah.
Well, divide by 3, and you get roughly.
68.96.
Yeah.
Why does mass
Yeah.
matter? Mass doesn't matter in free fall.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Yes, it is.
That's because
Everything
So
has a
what's a
terminal
coin? What's a
velocity.
coin in kilograms?
Like
I don't know.
0.02 or
What
3.
kind of coin are you using? Because different metals are heavier than
See
others.
that?
You're just being dead now.
Because gold's a little heavier than silver, which is.
It takes you about a count of 4 seconds
So there is a bottom.
before you hear a very distant ping.
Now here's the question: do any of us know the
Wait,
physics
wait,
to actually be able to do
No.
that?
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
Did
feet.
you just give up one of your coins?
Yeah, I did.
Did you give it to him?
Oh yeah.
Fucking give that shit up.
Hold on.
Do you
You
have?
can't be
Unless
cheating
I need
over
to make
help.
ready to make change, or do you have a 1?
I don't know if I do have one. Are these small ones?
They have numbers. They should have.
They have numbers on them.
The ones are the only ones that are not round.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has.
Okay, so that's a 1.
Wow, you have a lot of keys too.
Yeah, she found a key ring.
I like that you have keys and I just have one big key.
Yeah.
You have the brain box key.
I did have the brain box. And the drawer and the door. And apparently it was keyed to everything.
Skeleton key.
Kind of opening
The,
things.
Skeleton
yeah.
key.
The head
Oh, that's
doctor's master key for all the
Yeah.
important stuff.
So it's 4 seconds.
About 4 seconds before you hear a very distant ping.
Well, we know there's a bottom. There is in fact a
There
bottom.
is a bottom.
It is ping though, so it's a hard bottom. It doesn't.
Yes.
So it's like rock or metal.
Definitely
It
not
doesn't-
flesh.
It doesn't splash. It doesn't squish.
Right.
It doesn't just.
Right.
Well, we can always go back to base and see if there is additional rope.
Rope, yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what's down
I
there.
know, that's
now.
I love that stuff where like you guys, I have to know.
I
Nope.
have to-
I'm done with it.
Rogue don't care. Descent into darkness. Nope. This place is creepy enough.
All right, so you want to go back to the
I think
courtyard
I've
then and
seen this
finish our
movie.
perimeter search?
Yeah, right.
And do the double doors.
So finish the perimeter search then. We'll come back to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
We'll just put a pin in it.
There's
Just stick a pin in it.
nothing else
So,
on the
so
perimeter.
this is what happens.
of
They
the-
put a pin in it, and when we walk away, I just pull the pin out. Get away.
Takes about 4 seconds for that hit.
Right? It's like, whoop. Oh.
So yeah, you finish the perimeter all the way back around, you find yourself back to the door that you guys came into here, but there's nothing really else in the courtyard.
Okay.
It's like 250 feet.
Feel free to do the math. Marcus doesn't want to do math.
I think it's about 250 feet. Roughly?
Good guess, yeah. So
You-
pretty close.
You don't have a very high intelligence, so it's only like a 17. You
My
may not be able to do that.
No, it's 18.
Oh, it's
So-
18. I
Sorry.
apologize.
God, you're so insulting.
You have like 4 of them, so I don't really know where they're at.
All right, so go back into the double doors then.
All right. So you head back into the main
Brad.
hall area and you find those double doors that you looked at before. That. All right. So you're standing outside those double doors.
Do we hear anything behind those
See,
double
you're
doors?
listening at the double doors.
Listening at the double doors.
I would like to listen. Listening's good.
Like what you
There
said.
it is.
Listen.
Okay. Is there anything here that could make sound?
Nope.
Another tickle monster. But they
Doesn't
don't
make sound,
They don't
though.
make sounds unless they're moving.
Because we hear
The wings.
beat.
Wings are footsteps because they got
They don't make sound. They're actions.
yes.
I guess is how that works.
Shut it.
Make so much noise.
It's okay.
You go ahead and give me. Is there listen's not a skill anymore? Is it?
It's just perception.
Yeah, give me perception checks.
Jesus. Okay, retiring this die for now.
Oh, okay.
Why that is anonymous. Alright. 21.
Okay. You hear fluttering of wings,
Crap. That ain't good.
like bird's wings or owl's wings or something.
Oh, they don't
Feathers.
sound
like
like
much
they don't sound
smaller.
like the thing outside?
No.
Okay.
Open store.
Okay.
I have so many bad feelings about this.
As though it had been plucked from the halls of some warm country estate, this room is filled with inviting furnishings, a hearth ready for a fire, artwork populated by picnicking families, and a mansion-shaped cage with colorful taxidermic birds inside. Large windows might have once looked out over colorful flower beds, but now show only yellow mist. A battered corpse is impaled on the antlers of a stuffed elk head hung over the hearth.
Like a fresh corpse?
The corpse.
Like, I'm hungry.
Like that.
It is not entirely fresh, no.
Okay.
But is it impaled by
Yeah.
taxidermist or
It's above the heart.
taxidermied elk?
Yes, yeah, it's like an elk's head up on a plaque,
In other
And
words,
there's a
someone's stuck
person.
in there.
impaled on the
That's pretty high.
Like
Or-
Lost Boy style.
Or he fell.
No.
I'm just joking.
Because we
Fell
heard
into the
fluttering
sky.
wings and there's taxidermied birds.
yes,
No.
yes. There's
No.
also a door.
Red the cowardly sorcerer.
There's a door On the east wall on your left. So when you look to the left, there is a door that goes. It looks like it goes outside.
I've already been almost carried off once.
There's a door that goes outside from there.
Right.
Yeah.
And based on your exploration and your memory of the floor plan that you've already seen, that's the only door you have not been through.
But nothing in this room that's moving around to make those fluttering noises?
No. It's almost like when you opened the door, the fluttering stopped.
Yeah. It's because of stuffed animals. They probably move.
Yeah, let's go ahead and chop up the stuffed animals.
Okay.
Ahead of
Well,
time.
everybody, give me a perception check, real quick.
16.
Oh, Jesus.
20.
Okay.
Why does everybody gotta roll the same shit I do?
16.
All right.
You don't get your moment, do you?
I don't get to be good.
So you guys got 20s?
Yeah,
You guys got 16s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody notices the second corpse that appears to have been beaten to death, lying in front of the hearth. Wearing the same. These guys are wearing the yellow robes that you've seen some of the bad people wearing around here.
The bad people.
The people you've been fighting from time to time.
Okay.
The doppelgangers.
And the one's up in the antlers and the one's dead, and the people who rolled 20s.
No more. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. You hear the little graphite. Yes. Oh.
What I missed?
They got secret notes and we didn't.
That's right.
We know more.
Fuck these guys. Let's start our own crew.
We'll go back to that hole.
Beer and hookers. Let's go back to the hole.
Let's take the beer and hookers back to the hole. Let's party it out.
That was a premonition note.
Wait, so they got secret notes?
Well, they saw something that we didn't, or
Yeah.
they know something that we
So it's up to them to reveal it if they want, but they don't have to.
I just like watch it
Yeah, just
Okay.
and
Okay.
wait.
hang back.
So you guys.
Like I don't go any further in the room. I just stare at it and
Okay.
wait.
Stare at what?
Yeah, we really don't
I'm
know
like
what's
ready
wrong.
to attack in case it.
You're staring at it. Do you want to let them know what you're looking at?
No. It's more
Well,
fun this
They
way.
can see. He's staring at the cage. They have eyes. They can see which way you're
That's
looking.
fine.
There's a cage.
There's a cage with the taxidermy bird.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of them are small birds and some of them are big birds. One of them's a big barn owl.
One's really tall and yellow and
Yeah. That's what,
sorry.
okay, so
Big, it's a big bird.
I see they're frozen. Like, and I
Right.
asked,
They don't appear to be moving. Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, guys?
what's going on?
You'll see.
And
Yeah, I
why?
can totally staring at the
Uh-huh.
at the owl thing.
Yup.
At the owl thing?
Is it an owl? Yeah.
It's
Well, It's a
yeah.
large owl.
Text stuff.
But when you mean large, is it like size large or is it just like a big owl?
It's a big owl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a large creature, it's a big owl.
Okay. So it can do some damage rather quickly.
So can I try some wild empathy?
You could try. It is quite clearly no longer living.
Oh. It is an undead bird. I can try.
It's a
I'm
stump.
gonna just try to intimidate.
No, just stop.
Just settle
No,
down.
never mind. That's not it.
How do you intimidate a dead bird?
The same way you
Well,
intimidate a
you guys are
bird.
intimidated by a dead bird.
Not intimidated, we're just fascinated.
Fascinated.
It's moving and
Yeah.
it's dead.
So you're scared.
Sure, we can go with that.
Go right ahead.
You guys are assholes.
Go right ahead, Mr. Barbarian.
You can intimidate the bird if you want.
Walk into that room. Just
Oh, I'm in the room.
Well, I'm already in the room.
I'm in the room.
That's why I stopped moving into the room further.
wow, I
Okay,
stopped
so-
at the doorway.
Are we going forward or leaving, you guys?
We can go out the door. Is it in the cage?
Yes, they're all in the cage. All the birds are in the big cage. It's like a big mansion, like.
Well, then what are we
It's
scared
like
about?
one of
They're
those
in a
fancy-ass
cage.
cages.
I'm
Oh, see,
walking
I
closer
didn't
to
realize
see.
they were in cages.
I'm walking closer to see better with their scared
Okay.
eye, so that I can see since I missed it the
So
first
it's a
time.
mixture of birds in the cage.
And they're
Give
dead,
me a
but they're
perception
alive.
check. Oh yeah, they're
The
clearly taxidermy.
taxidermy.
They're clearly
I'm
stuck.
gonna look around the room.
I'm rolling like hoodoo.
Now that he's like walking towards it, I like acknowledge that my friend is engaging that bird in my
Okay,
brain.
25 this
I
time.
look
Okay.
at the biggest animals in the room.
The biggest animals in the room?
Yeah,
Like, is there like a
they're
bear?
taxidermy.
Like the stuffed elk.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the biggest one in the room is the stuffed
not-
elk that is now
But it's not a
wearing-
whole elk, right? It's just
No,
the
it's
head.
just the head. Yeah. It's
So-
just the head.
So someone brought it to the elk to
One of
gore.
the sparrows turns his head just a little bit.
Like the birds.
That's all I see at a 25?
Yeah. They're not. It wasn't much. Like it was very. Like it
It's
wasn't
subtle.
much. You wouldn't have noticed it if you weren't looking right at that bird.
But it's in a cage.
It's in the cage.
For now.
Okay, well,
Okay, this is fine. Just go out the door. Very calmly.
mhm.
On our own. Don't bug the birds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them in here. Or the other option is to start murdering them to birds.
And burn everything.
Fire!
I don't know if anybody has fire.
I do.
We got burning hands.
Produce flame.
But the downside of that is we burned down the asylum that we're trying to live in currently.
It's got stone walls. We're good.
We've lit lots of fires in here. We'll be
Yeah,
alright.
Just the one.
Well,
Just
no,
one.
Two.
And we never-
Two.
There's been two.
There's been two.
The pickled
babies.
punks, and then the
The-
crater with all the brain things that he
the-
kicked. He kicked
the-
I
right
think
down.
the mouse
The
person.
were
Right. Yeah.
Because I was like, there's
And
some
then we were like,
betrayal about to
fire.
happen, and I was like, boop.
Yeah.
And then Brett was like, fire, fire. Which was probably a terrible thing to me to do to that thing that was helping us, but there was
Yeah.
so much betrayal in its eyes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So much
It
betrayal.
was totally screwing you up.
There is another door.
There it is. There's
Outside.
the door on the left.
It goes
It's the
to
only door.
outside,
It's,
right?
it's the only door we haven't
Best you
been
can
in.
tell because there's windows on that wall that look outside. So it
And
looks
it's
like
the only door we haven't
It's the
been
only
in.
door we haven't been in.
I feel like we need to at least
We've
look.
got. Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta
Yeah.
look.
I back out of the room.
Okay.
If that's the way we're going, I back out of the room waiting for something to happen
Okay.
Okay,
with ready action of snack whistle.
okay.
I see him and I get ready too.
I'm
but
preparing,
I'm-
preparing a spell.
I go,
I-
caw, caw, and leave the room. No,
Oh,
just kidding.
we're not going through to the
Don't.
door?
Don't. Have you seen birds? You've seen birds, right?
Yeah.
Let's not.
Alright, before we
Alright,
start
so-
this, I'm gonna write it down.
Before we start this.
Before shit goes down.
Wait, we were trying to avoid starting anything.
Yeah.
This is the only door we haven't been in though.
It
There's
goes
gotta be-
outside. We've been outside. That's fine.
We haven't been outside. This may be outside.
We don't want to go outside the fog.
I know, we want to go investigate to see if the fog is...
And Scary Terry lives in the
is-
fog. We don't want to deal with
Scary Terry.
We want to get rid of Scary Terry.
He's gonna cut you, bitch.
Yeah, but eventually we're gonna have to leave this place, and so we need to have a
go
route.
down the hole somehow.
Yep, the hole is the next thing. We have to find some way to go to an upper level because Duder lives on the upper level.
I don't think so.
What do
Not
you mean?
anymore. He used to live on an upper level.
What do you think? He's living in the pit now?
If I was going to conduct crazy, scary nightmare dream things, I would live in the basement, not the end. And I would make it really hard for the... I'd really make it hard to get to the basement, like taking out stairwells. With my giant monster nightmare.
Scary Terry.
octopus monster thing. Clearly collapsed that stairwell.
These choices are up.
No.
Okay. So what's the plan then?
There is no plan.
You don't have a good plan.
We're trying to go out the door
Okay.
to the outside just to scope it out.
All right. So as you head toward the door, everybody give me one more perception check.
1. I noticed my shoe is untied.
Damn it. I'm too busy focused on the
13.
bird.
Okay.
15.
15?
This is supposed to be your moment to shine, Mark.
Yeah, and I rolled a 15, so I hope that's good enough.
Oh, not a secret note.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yeah, because this is important.
Secret notes
While
are
he's
bad.
getting his secret note.
I'm special.
You are special.
This game, finally.
No.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. What we don't know is that there's actually, it's just like a hole behind the elk and it's a whole elk.
That would be hilarious.
That's honestly what I was thinking.
And this zombie undead elk is gonna come jumping out of that.
I have used a zombie dragon in an adventure before. That was interesting.
That's like worse than a Draco Lich.
Yeah, it kind of was, because they had a real hard time damaging it because of
It's a zombie.
the zombie special qualities. Because you take, if you look in the progression of the monsters, especially the undead, it tells you for each size category, here's their extra stats. Well, a gargantuan zombie, which is what this was basically, is really hard to kill. Really, really hard
It's a
to
big
kill.
bucket of hit points too.
And when every attack is basically doing half damage, I mean, it was.
So it's a big bucket of hit points effectively doubled.
Yeah, pretty much.
Crazy.
Found one of my coworkers.
That happens.
Don't say anything, let's beat the
No.
jar.
So as you cross
what
the
would
room,
be
you
better is
notice
if you
that.
could like work it into conversation subtly. And so that way they know that you know, but you didn't say anything directly.
Right. Plausible deniability.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Wait, what? This doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? The two corpses.
Oh!
Yep.
Okay. You should wrote corpses there. That would have like triggered.
Gotcha. Yeah,
It was like,
probably. Yeah. Decision time.
Do we burn it?
Oh, it'd have been better if I just failed this. Because of my greed.
That's why I was so glad you're the one that passed it.
My greed. Oh, damn it. Against my better judgment, I am going to acrobatics to the dead body
Okay.
and try to snatch those.
All right. As soon as you grab the hilt of the silver dagger, the
Damn it, Marcus.
birds begin to chirp pleasantly.
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 It's fine, guys. It's fine.
It's pleasantly though.
You're a druid. You can do this.
So you get the dagger drawn, or off the guy's belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty nice silver inlaid dagger. Looks really good.
Yep.
Seems to be a matching one on the guy up on the antlers as well.
We'll get to that part in a minute.
Okay. You also notice when you get closer, because you didn't see these from further away, there are two potions in this guy's belt.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright? So you get the potions. They look very similar to the curing potions you guys have been picking up from time to time.
Cool.
All
Are
right.
you ready to use them?
No,
You will in a second.
I will in a second.
Yeah. All right.
So we're still chirping pleasantly, right?
Still chirping pleasantly, yeah. Almost like a music box. It's really weird. It's really eerie.
Is there a rhythm to it?
Not really, no. It's each bird, it's making its own sound that would have made in life. It sounds like you're in a really, really busy forest. Because every bird is right there singing its song.
I'm going to, like, okay. So in the like this the moment where like the birds are chirping and it's happy and and you reach for the amulet and I'm listening and it's a reach to grab the amulet.
Okay, so you're taking your time. Okay, so the time it takes you to do that, something does change. The bird song transforms into a shrill mechanical sounding klaxon. And I need you to make a will save.
Oh no. I'm so good at these guys! Oh my. 11?
11, not quite enough. Suddenly your feet leave the floor. You guys all see him levitate to the ceiling very quickly.
There's the elk.
And then fall.
Ooh.
Can I try to catch him?
Give me a reflex save.
Me?
No,
Okay.
him.
Okay.
You've got no control over your descent.
Got it.
Reflex 16.
16, not bad. You manage to get under him and break his fall, which
That's not gonna be good for you!
You're taking damage
takes
too.
the damage down just a little bit,
It's fine.
and it does
Good.
hurt you, but it's not a serious pain. All right.
It's better than you hitting the fucking floor.
It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. It's all
Alright.
good.
What's everybody doing? You just hit the floor.
What the fuck, dude?
They may be important.
They made you important?
They may be important.
Maybe.
Oh, they may be important.
Well, the amulet seems like bad news.
No, I think
Klaxon is still going off.
I think it's the time that it takes me. Let's get out of the room first. Like swipe up amulet, go, if we can, if I can, if I'm
You're gonna
capable.
grab it as fast as you can.
No, I'm gonna swipe it up and run out of the room as fast as I can. If I'm
Right.
capable of getting away.
Okay.
Heading toward the other door.
Yeah.
Heading toward which door? The one we
outer
came in on, or the outer door?
Whichever one I see
Okay.
first.
Nemo, give me a will save. How much?
That one!
Let's
Okay.
take this.
I can't catch
The
you.
lizard man rockets toward the ceiling.
I can't catch you.
This is how these guys got beat to death, by the way.
No shit.
And is dropped to the floor. Alright, you make it to the outer door.
When you hit the ground,
Oh yeah, you hit the ground.
come here.
Okay.
Everybody.
Everybody's rushing for the outer door.
Yeah, I'm rushing for the outer door as soon as I hit that
We're
fucking
still
ground.
standing by the door like, what the fuck, guys?
How do I feel after hitting the ground?
That hurt.
Okay, that hurt.
It's fine.
Okay.
I kind of figured it out.
You reach the door.
Everybody gets out of their room.
We're going out the door,
And
just...
just close the door.
Okay. Did you guys rush for the outer door as well?
Yep.
Okay.
We were still standing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys all exit the room.
Does he have the amulet now?
He does. You managed to get the dagger, the 2 potions, and the amulet.
And the amulet is what caused me to go to the ceiling.
We're not sure.
No, I think it has more to do with how long it took me to get it. As the song ends, the magical effect happens.
It is
think.
from
I
Sanity C4 is what all of those items are from.
You know, I should have had
And the klaxon sound goes away as soon as you close the door.
Okay.
I should
I
have
got
had
this.
magic detect magic turned
I
on.
hand her the 2 potions, so I don't know why I just wrote those down. They look very much, like he said, they look very much like the potions we had earlier, so they're probably potions of security, something or other.
You want to check me out too and see if I need healing?
Sure.
I don't have any variety of magical identification for either of these things.
Well, detect magic first. It's a,
I don't think they are. I think they're.
I didn't roll
The
very good on
amulet
my
is
heal
magical.
check.
What'd you roll in your heal
12.
check? 12? Yeah, he appears to have bruised his elbow, which was pretty painful, but not debilitating. So he needs a little bit of healing, or he could probably be fine for a little while.
no, he bruised his elbow.
It's his first.
Yeah.
I give him a Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid?
Yeah.
You know when you can hit your funny bone?
And kiss the
yeah.
boo-boo.
It's separated hard enough to make a bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit hurts.
Well, like, was not this year Gen Con last year where I had that big bruise on my arm and I had
Yeah.
no idea where it came from on the back? I'm like, what is, like, somebody must have run into me in the dealer hall
Probably.
or something. And
Better than the year before that.
Toxic
yeah,
masculinity.
the hives.
The hives year where she had hives all over her
Oh,
body
shit.
and she went to gym.
I had hives.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
6 months.
It wasn't 6 months, 3 months.
It was 3 months. It felt like longer.
I mean, you're already, I love Gen Con, but you're already uncomfortable. You're already surrounded by people you don't know, people who don't always shower, you're hot, you're sweaty, and you're tired, and then you gotta throw that on top, like,
Yeah.
oh, that'd be like being sunburned or something too.
It was like being sunburned because I couldn't,
Yeah.
like, I could only wear certain kinds of clothes
Right.
because I
It would itch.
couldn't
Oh.
put clothes. So then you're in the dealer hall every time somebody bumps into you.
Yeah,
It felt like
course.
sandpaper.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
I had to wear
it's,
flip flops because I couldn't wear shoes.
Jeez.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So I offer the dagger up and the amulet, and he detects them. And the amulet's
amulet's
magical of some
definitely
variety.
Use identify on the amulet.
Okay. It is an amulet of natural armor +1. And the dagger is just a very finely made silver dagger.
Well, it depends on who has the lowest armor.
Well, that's
What's
why I'm
AC?
doing this.
AC 15.
AC 15.
I'm rocking 18 though.
Yeah, I'm at 16.
With no armor. Oh wait, does
He's
it
the fighter.
stack on?
Do you already have natural
It
armor?
won't stack with other natural
Uh,
bonus. The bonus type won't stack.
Where would I
So
find
this is-
if I
Does he have
have
natural armor?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No, I don't.
No.
okay. That was the only, he was the only one I was thinking that may have it.
But
I
it
guess
would
dragon elf.
it would stack
No, I
with
don't have
natural
natural armor.
armor. It wouldn't stack with a natural armor.
Armor magical
So,
effect.
yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
I've got mage armor and
Okay,
dex.
so
That's what
one
you
of the
keep
two
it.
of you,
Well, he's the fighter.
I'm a brawler, so if you don't mind.
wow, I give
If
it
you
to
don't
you.
mind.
Give it. So, where will I put this at?
You could just write down amulet natural armor in the armor items,
Yeah, +1.
Oh,
+1.
here we go.
And then when you're done
Put it
with
in the
that-
miscellaneous modifier here.
Did you put that salad back in the fridge?
No.
I did not. It's fine, you can go put it in the fridge, it's fine. So then just flip it over to the front,
And then,
and there's a section on your AC there, it says natural armor,
Oh.
okay,
just put one there. Okay,
okay.
I got a plan for this. That other cultist. The other cultist is a silver dagger and an amulet. I'm gonna go get it.
Okay.
Are you going alone?
Yes.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do, I dump out my bag and get my rope out. And I tie my rope to me.
Are we supposed to hold you down?
Dude, you're gonna pull me when I yell pull. Whether I'm in the air or on the ground, you just pull.
Okay.
Pull! That's when you bring out the crossbow and shoot the pigeon, right?
Yes. And I hand the other end to him, because he's strong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it around.
I guess that's a good question. What does it take to hold down somebody under the effect of that spell? I wonder if that's
My
even
other
covered.
Pathfinder character has the immovable rod.
You can just tie me to that. delay on it.
Which I've never found a good use to use it. Not
Wait
yet.
till you get eaten by a dragon and you dump that rod into its stomach and it flies away and the rod comes out of it. Because that happens because the rod just doesn't move. But then you're kind of in the air, holding onto a rod.
I've already had a character eaten by a dragon. I'm not sure I want another one.
It does not say, so I'm guessing that there's no real strength to it. Just lift. Okay.
Well, that defeats that.
So there's not an opposing force then.
Right, I was wondering if it was, if you had to have a certain amount of strength to hold
Makes
somebody
sense.
down, but it doesn't appear to have any statistic like
Okay.
that. Okay.
Well, the other end of that is you can pull me out of the magical zone
Okay.
if the birds change their song.
Okay. So while you're out there, let me describe it really quick. You find yourself on a rustic flagstone path that runs through a bed of wilted flowers and shrubs. The foliage is shriveled as if drowned by the surrounding sea of dense yellow fog. Though the unnatural mist muffles every motion, a sound like the flapping of giant wings splits through the fog, causing it to swirl as if seeking escape.
Beats him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did say that.
You do see, I think it's close enough. There is a door. So the path heads to the east a little bit and then curves north, and it ends at a door.
But this
On
is
the outside.
This is outside.
You're outside.
But not in thick fog.
You're in thick fog.
In
yes,
thick fog,
You're in thick
okay.
fog. You are outside. And I need perception checks.
Jesus.
Am I rolling this too, or no?
Yeah, this is a passive.
15.
Okay.
Oh, I'm okay.
No?
No, I rolled
Alright,
one.
we need to wait for the sorcerer then.
8. So
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Beats the hell out of my one.
You are really focused on that amulet.
Dice are just not.
I mean, that
No,
totally
I
adds
started
up
off
to
great. Now I
5.
can't get shit. I had like 3 good rolls and now nothing.
Now it happens.
Totally adds up to 5.
Can't roll good all the time. That's what makes the game interesting.
You gotta have some successes though.
You
Mixed in
did
there.
have some successes. When we were playing at Gen Con in our last hurrah, we were playing the 3-1, 3-2, 3-3 cores
Yeah.
for D&D. It was the upper levels, well, the 5 to 10. 5 to 10 levels. Lana was playing, and we were on, like, the boss last, it was a Shadow Dragon. Lana has an oath bow for her eventually character.
Okay.
So she got 2 attacks with the oath bow, which was, and she used the bardic inspiration, so she got an extra D8. She rolled natural 20s on both of her attacks.
Wow. Nice.
So she got, what was it? It's 66 plus 2d8.
Wow.
No, 3d8. No, 4, because she doubled everything. So
Yeah.
48 plus 66 on the first one. And then on the second attack, it was 2d8 and 66, because she doubled everything, plus all her strength bonuses.
Good lord.
It was, I think she wrote down how much damage she did.
Lana killed a dragon by herself.
Nice.
Yeah, not my like 90 points of fireball damage didn't do
No.
anything to
No,
it,
it did. But it, I
You
mean,
loosened the lid, right?
Right?
Yeah.
No, but like that was by far the
Wow.
most damage I've seen in a single round. I was like,
Nice.
What did we roll?
between her and
Perception
him,
check.
yeah, that dragon didn't last for very long.
no, that was like the most boring dragon fight I've ever
16.
seen.
That
At the end was like, holy cow.
There was a lot of damage there.
So you guys are working on the rope and getting yourselves tied off.
Yeah.
I rolled 15. Brett, did you roll a perception?
16.
Okay.
So you two roll well. The people that are tying themselves do not do so well.
Well, I hear the flapping and I'm like, where is that?
Alright, so you guys get yourself tied off,
Is that exact?
and you're
Are
getting
they
ready
in the bedroom?
to,
They probably have to go potty if they're.
Well, then let them out. That one's.
getting ready to head back to the room.
He is.
I'm getting ready to, unless they stop me.
Not stopping
The,
you.
the dirt.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here for the description. You guys are on a flagstone path that goes east a little ways and then curves north. It's lined by some old and wilted shrubs and flower beds,
Okay.
mulch bedding, and there's a door to the, not too far away from to the north.
Okay. We probably need to head inside as quick as possible.
Oh, okay.
All of us then?
Yes, everybody.
Do we want to go, did I suggest we go to the next doorway? Like go in and go into the doorway that we were in? Okay,
Back
we
into
go,
the room with the birds?
We go back into the room with the birds and then back inside
Out.
into the,
Back
into that
into
main court,
the main court.
in the court area. You know what I mean? The main.
Through the double
main-
doors that we.
Back through the double doors.
Yeah, that's the double doors.
We should
So we
probably get
go
out of
in
here.
and then in,
Okay.
inside then inside again.
We should probably get out of here.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
alright.
Did
Let's
you
roll.
get, did you get a special note too?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Okay, so we're running in back inside through the double doors.
Back.
Difficulty
through.
Into the birds.
Okay. Yep.
Who are now not making any noise.
So we make it through safe. Okay.
So we're back
Behind the double doors.
behind the double doors. Okay. We can do it here too. So my plan is to run directly to the elk cultist
Yeah?
and to grab the stuff off his belt and run directly back.
Okay.
And if I stop running at some point, pull me
Sure.
back.
Well, detect magic lasts some time.
It does, yeah.
And
When
it's
you run
a
back
cone.
through the room, you see his amulet is also magical.
They're shining.
There's like a whole thing here, a dire and an amulet.
Is he tall enough to get to the moose side of
I
that guy?
have acrobats, I can get to it.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can get to it.
Okay.
I may have to kick off something to get there, but.
I think that will back.
So that's my plan.
That was bipolar, so she changes her mind.
Yeah, no, she's looking at me.
From moment to moment.
All cats are bipolar.
Some more than others.
She isn't like me, but right now she's rubbing against my leg.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's almost time to eat, so she thinks somebody's gonna get on and feed her.
except for we don't feed them.
The
Yeah.
robot feeds
The robot feeds them.
Nice.
them.
So you'll hear it in a
The
minute.
robot.
It'll make a noise in a minute.
And that one will rip
And
roar.
that one will take off a haul in. And the other one will look around confused because she saw
What's
something.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Okay.
Like, I don't, whatever I need to roll the acrobats up to it to get the things that
Okay.
I want.
Yeah, as soon as you,
It's like, open the doors, go.
okay. As soon as you touch the, right, yeah, as soon as you touch the
Slippery.
cultist, the birds start singing pleasantly.
Okay, just like scoop this stuff and go.
Okay. So you grab onto the dagger and the potions, but the amulet is still up there, up around his neck.
Yep,
So there's a little,
still scrambling to
a
it.
little outer, oh, okay, so you're going for that too. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a full meal deal.
So
I plan on getting hurt for this.
yeah, the klaxon begins very quickly this time. The birds just screeching in this horribly.
I'm
awful
moving faster, so
klaxon.
they're moving faster.
You do manage to get a hold of the amulet before I need a will save, please.
19.
Okay, that's very good. You manage not to be pulled toward the ceiling this round.
This round.
All right, you get a hold of the amulet.
And tear that bitch off.
Okay,
I don't care if the guy's head comes off. Like, just,
it's been up there a while.
It might come on.
Let's see what wins. The chain. Or isn't it? The chain breaks. Alright, so
That's
you
also
have,
fine.
you have the amulet and
Just let backflip, kick off. What do I need to do to get as far
let's
into
see
the room
how
as possible?
far- Where's the fireplace? Right there. Say they're gonna get one more before you make it to the door.
Sure.
Give me a will save.
15?
15 is enough. Make it out the door.
Sweet,
And
good
the
job,
birds
buddy.
go silent.
High five. What? Alright.
Amy.
Identify?
It is
And I'm down to
One
spell.
Oh.
also an amulet of natural armor +1.
I guess it goes to the other.
I will also give you each the dagger because I feel like these are a cultist starter kit, if you will. I'm gonna ask that you hold on to them until we figure out whether these are actually a cultist starter kit or not. So that way, if you run into a cultist, they mistake
What was
you.
the dagger?
It's just
It's just a regular
very
dagger.
ornate, like silver dagger.
Which would be great if
You
have to
you gave me one too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just ornate dagger? Ornate
Shit
silver
out there.
dagger?
Start giving people
Yes.
silver weapons. Whoa, dude.
I see where he's going with this.
Spread those weapons around.
Alright, so where to? Guys are back in the hall beyond the double doors.
At this point, there's a room in this room. There's another room. There were 2 rooms in this area that we hadn't explored.
No, we just
No,
Just went through
this
this
is the
second.
last
That
one.
was the
The only
second
thing we
one.
have left is the whole,
Or the other door back outside.
When she says we don't want to be there.
Just look to see how much not good for you is in that.
yeah, why'd you do that?
Don't ever do that. How many of those have you eaten?
1,000 calories worth.
So 4?
5.
5? Wow, that's a lot of calories. I'm sure they're all loaded though. Other than so on this side of the door into the chapel, we've explored everything except for that hole.
Yes. The best you can tell, you do not remember
On the
any doors that you
Other side of the chapel though,
The other side of the chapel, you got as far as the caved-in hallway where you had to
we've
stop and turn
discovered
around.
everything that is not blocked off.
Yeah. So you can tell there is more to this complex,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of stuff is caved in, a lot of walls have fallen in.
So you want to go back and try and get more rope to go down the hole?
Yep.
I
It's a
do.
big nope on the hole.
Giant no.
Actually, I'm still not doing too
Count your colors. You got all that sugar to process.
bad. Still well under 3,000 calories for the day, which I usually do.
I don't think it's actually masterwork. I think it's just very nice.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there's anything.
I mean, it could be masterwork better.
Yeah, you would need a craftsman or a weaponsmith to tell you for sure.
Yeah, I just have appraisal. I don't have any of that cool stuff.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Going back to get rope to go to the hole.
Nope.
So the cave-in portions weren't uncoverable, right?
Yeah, you could tell that moving them would probably be dangerous.
Would be even more dangerous than
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we don't have anything to like try to support while we uncover them.
No,
Okay.
none of you are engineers anyway, so yeah.
I have knowledge to engineering.
Dungeoneering.
I totally missed by one skill. Yeah, I know. I'm not a fighter. I don't get that engineering skill for siege weapons.
It's about as useful as saying that I've got Arcana.
That's not true. You can find a way to magically reinforce it using a spell if you have high enough spells. like wolf force or something silly like that.
It's a very useful spell.
Otter feeder. Nice.
So they don't bite us.
So they hear it dumping out and they're like, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the big one is anyway. The skinny one still confused.
Because what would happen is whenever we go to gym con, I put a bunch of food in the bowl, but that one would gorge herself on it, then she'd starve to death for like 2 days until we got home. And then all of the progress that I made having her on a diet was out the window, so this works better.
Agreed.
Was there no way like in the facility from the outside other than the one door?
Just that one door.
What if we asked the priest
guys-
if there's another way in that we don't know about?
Yeah, because if I remember right, you guys did try the front door and it did not go.
We did try that?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I don't think we did.
You may not have. You give that a try too. Because there were the main that you could tell were the main doors. Back in the main hall, there were double doors on the south wall.
Yeah, I think we were like, well, those are the double doors out of here. That's not really what we're trying to do right now. I think we go back to the chapel first. And we speak to the people that have been here.
Okay.
That remember. Maybe even the guy that we brought back. Because he was like a groundskeeper or something.
Oh, the old dude.
Yeah, from the basement. That was being tortured. I don't remember what his actual, what we,
I'm not sure we covered what his job was. I don't.
he just said he worked there, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We had a name. It might be as far as we got.
Camper, Lindway.
Yeah. We can maybe speak to him and some of the priestesses folks to see maybe, well, if Campy Pants was like a groundskeeper here, or whatever, he may know what is down the hole.
Yeah, let's ask anybody.
Without us having to go down in there.
Ask
If we go down there, I'm gonna have to
what's
look
below.
for a freaking coin that was left.
1 gold.
Maybe the difference in the future between survival and not survival.
Okay. So you're going back there. You're going to try to find Camper to talk to him.
Yeah.
He is still recuperating. He was pretty jacked up.
Yeah, he was.
Let me see.
Like bad enough that I think one of us had to get carrying.
So you asked him about the hole.
Up the chute.
A big hole, huh?
We asked him about the outbuilding.
I want to
in
ask the
courtyard.
priestess about the hole too.
Okay. So you describe where you found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we found the hole.
So.
And maybe describe the flying freaking demon thing and see what they know about that. Have they encountered that before? Is there just one of them, or are there multiples, or?
Yeah. About that.
I have lots of questions.
They don't know exactly what the flying thing is, but it has snatched up people and taken them into the fog. Anybody who has exited the building through any of the doors, several people have disappeared trying to get away.
Yeah, it was not a pleasant experience.
The hole, they're not quite sure what you mean by hole, but based on the description of where it is, they say that the stairs under the tool shed go down to the old morgue.
Why is the morgue all the way down there? Good God, you want to drag a body all the way down there?
What do you mean all the way down there?
It didn't used to be that deep.
It's not that far.
It drops.
Yeah, we're talking about 250 feet.
That's insane.
Yeah,
You
like
don't
the
know.
stairs just end.
Hey, I didn't tell you that.
I'm just guessing.
That was into. What's your intelligence?
There's no hole down there. Last time we were down there, that's where the morgue is.
When was the last time we were down
16.
there?
I mean, we haven't had, well, obviously, we haven't been out there in a while, but we haven't had to go down to the morgue in months before all this happened.
Yeah, it's third floor.
Yeah,
That doesn't make any
There's
sense.
no
4-second drop. It's stairs,
like,
no more stairs.
count of 4 to hit
4-second drop.
Well, they're
Like,
always...
let me describe. Stairs.
was there any kind of like a commotion or anything that you guys heard that
four,
would, because I think that makes some noise.
The island did experience some tremors within the last couple of months. Maybe something opened up, maybe a sinkhole.
Yours?
Try to see if
There's this old guy under this island.
People going crazy.
It's
It's
Cthulhu.
a turtle dragon. We were floating on the back.
They're not necessarily like inherently evil.
And what? Like, if where, like, the hole goes into its body? Like, that's gross.
Well, you don't know.
big deep hole.
It's its hole? Like, what?
Are we in the turtles?
That's more of a horizontal. That hole would be horizontal, not vertical. Just saying.
Yeah, they do remember some tremors. Possibly opened up a sinkhole under the.
When did this
island.
happen? Does this happen before all of this or after?
No, it was all about the same time.
We're gonna have to go down in the hole.
Well, our only options are out in the fog where he says no, or down the hole where they say no.
Let's go to the hole.
I say
I need some
hole.
rope. You guys got some rope?
I believe they do have some.
We need about
There's
3 feet.
also the other door outside too, so don't forget that.
There's a door. Oh.
Yeah, remember the path?
Oh, I
Path ended at
didn't.
a
I wasn't
door.
paying attention to that
Okay.
because I was
Yeah, but
like,
how far away was that door?
Like 30 or 40 feet.
that was where I rolled like a 1.
So we,
Yeah.
so we could go back through the bird room and run to that door too,
Yes.
and could make it or not.
We asked him about that door then.
Yeah, what's that door?
You described the room you went through. He says that is the old. Let's see if I can.
Taxidermy hobby area.
That was a quick way for the. What was that room called? Was that room connected to? He would know that. So the visitors' room, where the birds were. That was a quick way for visitors to pass between admitting and the visitors' room.
So admitting is on the other side there.
That's where the patients would be. After the patients, they say after the patients were brought into the main hall and interviewed, then they would be taken to admitting, and that little path with the visitors would just be taken to the visitors area along that way. A lot of times it made it easier for the visitors to say goodbye and then to leave that way.
Okay.
What's beyond it then? Is like a dock or something?
No, it goes into admitting.
No, but beyond the admitting, once you go through,
it
it's
just
just
The
leave
rest of the building, dorm rooms and offices.
beyond that.
There's
I mean, is a way out to like docks or something for
Oh,
boats.
no, the docks are out the front and down the path down by the rocky
Yeah,
shore.
the other direction.
Okay.
That's deeper into that out there is deeper into the compound. Well, we either make a break for that, or we make a break for
But it
that.
sounds just like a dead end. That the corridors and dorms just sound like a dead
We
end.
might find more clues as to what's down in the hole. At some point, have to go in the hole.
Yep.
Get the hole.
We could do this
What's
first
the
though.
motion?
We could run through there, check this, and then go down the hole. But
Okay.
I don't know. My vote is hole.
I'm with you.
I want to go to the hole.
I like the idea of finding more stuff. And we're gonna find more stuff if we go to the dorm room,
Okay.
where the patients live.
You don't know that.
We're bound to find more changelings that we can kill. And get more experience and be level 3 before we go down the hole.
Quit metagaming.
So dorms then.
Okay.
Let's do dorms.
Let's do that.
Okay, so
We
you.
don't have a good way to get down the hole anyway.
Do we want to rest so our sorcerer
Yes.
can regain his
Yes, please.
And our hit points
Spells,
back
hit
and the
points.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
camp
Well, some of
out.
us are hurt, so yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna camp out in the
Grievous are hurt and he doesn't have spells.
Oh, do I get my rage point back?
Yep.
Sweet. I'll get that in.
Alright, so you guys do rest up for the night, get some food, and then I'm guessing heading back to the bird room?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, so before we make a break to this other place though, should we kind of like tie ourselves together so a creature doesn't swoop down and take one of us?
I don't know if I tie us together, we could have a rope that we can hold on to, I
Hold on
guess.
to?
I think it'd be pretty hard to run all tied together.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
You can also like that so that's
Yeah, that's true. I would stay with the group, I wouldn't alienate and abandon the
That's
group.
fine, we can do that.
Alright, so make a break for it?
Yep.
Let's
Okay.
make a break for it.
Alright, so you run out the side door and along the path. You get to the door. Everybody give me a perception check. Up to you. You already know.
Oh. That.
24.
23.
23.
Alright, all of
Wow.
you hear the sounds of digging beneath your feet. You notice that the mulch is moving and being disturbed as if from below.
Should went in the hole.
You get to the door and it's locked.
I unlock it.
Okay? Ah.
Is it a wooden door?
It
I have thieves' tools for a reason.
is a heavy wooden door.
Kick it in.
Okay?
Okay, he does that instead.
So go ahead and give me a strength check.
It's like I'm like thieves' tools.
Oh, goodness.
Boom!
Not quite. 12.
Yeah, no.
Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools then.
Okay.
Is that a disabled device?
It is a disabled device. Go ahead and give me that roll real quick.
20?
I just want to get in. I don't want to get tickled again. That's why I try to kick down the door while he's like,
Oh,
goes
look
back.
at that. It clicks.
In the door, I will.
Okay. You guys managed to make it in just as pale, headless things like wormy bats with too many limbs start to burrow out of the ground and begin flopping and snuffling impotently.
So huge
Trying
maggots.
That's what I'm
So
picturing.
maggot bats?
Sort of, I guess. Let me see if I can find
They're
out.
like they're snuffling like a pig, but they're bats, so they're maggot
Yeah,
bats.
I'm picturing sort of like
'Cause they're out of the ground.
maggot.
So let's put these concepts all together.
Page 86.
Maggot bats. Piggy maggot
Is
bats.
the person who wrote this seeking psychiatric help?
Yeah, it doesn't give me a picture of them.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Worms that have no heads other than pairs of large nostrils. So I'm thinking it's sort of a mix between a hairless, like the blind
Man-bear pig?
gopher,
Man-bear pig.
you know, like
Super real theory is
an eyeless gopher maggot bat thing.
Okay.
That's super weird.
Okay.
That was almost like the jar, baby jars.
But you do get the door open on the first round, and you guys rush through while these blind things are trying
Are snuffling
to find you.
for us. Excellent. Excellent.
And you find yourself in
That's all I got, guys.
a large room,
Set the
not
walls on
super
fire.
huge, but it's a pretty good sized room. Pale paint peels like scabs from the walls of this spacious chamber. A bent desk guards a broad hall stretching away to the north, while curtained frames surround the room's eastern quarter. The place smells intensely of rubbing alcohol. Curtain frames stand 7 feet tall, 5 feet wide, divide a portion of the room. And there there's a stool on which burns a lantern, a lit hooded lantern.
Just a weird out.
Actually, you don't. I'm sorry, you don't see the hooded. There is from behind one of the curtains. There is a light shining through.
Okay.
And it's a steady light.
It's just kind of like investigate.
Sure.
What? Oh, that's so gross.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
So we peek behind the curtain?
Okay.
I guess.
Behind the curtain is a stool with a hooded lantern sitting on it. With a flame that doesn't appear to be moving at all.
Detect magic.
It does not appear to be magical.
Weird.
Do we notice anything else?
Stab it with a silver knife.
Stab it with a silver knife.
Yes.
Stab the flame
Oh.
with a
No,
silver knife.
stab the lantern with a silver knife.
Poke.
Okay. As soon as the tip of the dagger touches the flame, it flickers for a moment and then promptly snuffs out. And from behind the other curtain, two grotesque oozes of diseased matter crawl from under the curtain towards you. Really, really disgusting. Let's see if there's a picture, because this sounds awful. Oh.
Oozes in these adventures.
It's not, I guess it's not that bad. The name of it is pretty gruesome. But yeah, it looks just like a big old bloody blister
Indeed.
with little tentacles. Alright, so two of these things come out from under the curtain towards you.
And now you did it.
How fast?
He told me to poke it.
You did. And they're not very big either, they're tiny.
So step on it?
No. No, don't step on it.
Nature it.
Nature it?
Oh my god, there's bigger ones.
Can we nature it?
Nature it?
Or heal? Or
I
something
rolled
if
a 23 on
it's
Arcana
disease-like?
if that'll help.
To know things about these things?
22 Arcana to kind of see if it's anything I could reference.
It does not appear to be anything you've read about in any Arcana.
Nature?
Give me that.
No.
They're definitely not natural.
Oozes are natural.
Okay.
Some are not.
So they are not moving very fast.
Okay.
Well,
Can I pick up like a board and just crush them?
There's the stool.
Flip it over and try and switch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip the stool over and try and squish them.
If you're going to attack, let's go ahead and do initiative.
Because you said they're not that big, right?
They're not that big. They're tiny creatures. They're only about 2 feet across.
they're tiny. They're only 2 feet across.
That's
Oh
not
yeah,
that's
tiny
not-
creature.
It's a fucking big ass ooze.
For an ooze, yes.
It's like,
For a bloody
It's
blister.
not
Yes.
a giant ooze by means, but yeah.
Shayra, what's your initiative?
9.
Okay. Nemo.
20.
Okay. Graven.
6.
Alright. Susan.
7.
I'm where I belong.
Alright, well Nemo,
Last.
you had the initiative on everybody by a long shot. By twice.
He's so fast, he should
Should get. I know.
It's great. I get this great initiative, and then I'm just like, duh, I can't hit anything. I'm like super fast reflexes, but then I can't hit shit.
And then get an attack
okay.
roll.
This chair is
You're gonna use your base.
6 plus 18 damage.
Yeah.
It's a magical chair.
That's a magical.
It's a magical stool.
You're gonna be really lucky if it's not a mimic.
So what do I add on if it's just the base attack? Strength?
Yeah, just your base attack bonus. So whatever your BAB is.
Plus
Should be 5.
strength, right?
Altogether.
Well, yeah, if he's got a calculator on there, it should.
Oh, just
Oh,
to pick. Okay, so 16.
That hits. It's going to be like club damage, so 1d6 plus your strength bonus.
That's why I told you to grab the lantern.
4.
I thought that's what it
Okay.
was going to be.
All right.
A mimic.
So, yeah, I figured that's what you were thinking.
And it's like,
Oh,
Sounds
God.
like-
Oh my
Shaver's
God. What?
Sure, I'll stick my hand in there.
It's a dagger tag.
Oh my God. So unfortunate.
You made so many baby oozes, it's not funny.
Or it's when it splatters, it does damage. Their blood or whatever the fuck's in them.
I don't think he's gonna hit that. No, and the other one's going to attack. Seriously, but I still don't think he hit. No. Okay. Now, Shayra, you're up.
There's just still the 2 of them.
Just the 2 of them.
Did the chair have an effect?
It did seem to smush it down a little bit.
Okay.
It's all, like when you push a water balloon and it sort of goes
Yeah.
one way or the other, it sort of does that, yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll try and stabby stab with my spear,
Okay.
that one that he used, whatever. For 16?
That's a hit.
Seven?
Okay. That's gonna put us on Saracen.
And the burning hand's the one that touched me or tried to attack me.
Okay.
Reflex save versus 16.
I don't know. No, give me damage.
4 damage.
Okay.
That's like ooze, probably not a great reflex.
Yeah.
Oh no. And then Graven.
Tumble through.
You're just gonna tumble through?
And then magic sword
Are
it.
you trying to
Oh,
flank?
okay.
Yeah,
Tumble through
I'm
the
going to
flank?
tumble through the flank and then sword it.
Okay.
Who are you flanking with? Brett, probably. Because if we're attacking the same one, you're probably attacking.
Yeah,
You're going after the one he just
Yeah.
burned. Okay.
that's
Did
reasonable.
the burning do anything?
It seemed to draw back a little bit away from you.
Recoil.
Did not like that heat.
Like a 22 to tumble through. Okay. And then 17.
That hits.
That's 4.
Okay.
Hey, we'll take it.
All right.
I open things.
They got their turn, so you're up.
Okay, I noticed the chair didn't do shit, so I throw it to the side,
Okay.
and I'm coming down on this asshole with my axe.
Okay.
Just
I need Sharpie Sharp.
Hold on, I just lost what my I totally just spaced
2
on what
plus your
my
strength modifier.
for attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So 5.
5 to hit.
Yeah.
That does miss, unfortunately. All right, their turn. One of them attacks you. Still misses. The other one can have his choice. He's still attacking Searson. I think he hits that time. Searson, give me a fortitude save.
What's that one too?
Yeah.
Oh, with the great axe, it was a +5, not a +2.
16?
It's,
Okay.
Attack bonus.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
your VAB is 2, your strength is 5.
All right, so
Or
they
your strength
both
is 3,
went.
so it's 5.
Shayra.
I didn't add 5 over
Would've
there.
been like 8.
I only added the 3, so it would have only
Did I
been
roll a 1?
7.
That would have hit.
That would have hit?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 7.
So hold on a second.
Hold on. So 7 then is what
Okay,
it was.
give me damage.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's 7. It's
I told you they're not moving that fast.
Okay, it's 1d12 plus 5 damage.
Oh yeah.
8,
Okay.
13 damage on that
Okay.
guy.
So
I got it.
Thanks. I was just
you cut it in half all the way to the floor, and in its death throes, the boil-born pops in a 10-foot radius burst that does some acid damage.
I have reached, is that?
Shira.
No, it's 10 feet.
10
It's
feet.
10 foot. And to Nemo. And I need you guys to give me fortitude saves.
– 23.
Okay?
21.
Oh, God, I really don't want you guys to fail these.
Oh, good. Better back.
Okay,
You guys might not want to stay close
so
to
now
that thing.
that one is dead, but they were both close together, so you are within reach to step and attack.
Well, I rolled
Yeah.
a 1.
Okay. Well,
You want me to re-roll it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to use the same attack.
no.
I want to stand away from it and throw a dart.
Okay.
Now that she sees what it does.
13?
13 would hit.
Because it's like
7.
That kills me. 7.
I know, I'm not sure I've ever seen an AC worse than 10.
I know, that's crazy.
6.
Holy cow.
It's a good dart.
I haven't rolled max
That is a
damage.
really good dart.
There
Put
it
it
is.
right in its non-eye. Saracen, the dart appeared in the one that you're fighting. And it's leaking.
After I just saw what just happened to the other one, I want to stand far away from it. I want to get away from it. But if I move away, it's going to get an attack on me.
I don't think this gets
Well,
It's not
Is
going to be
it
that
Ascension?
fast.
If it's not sentient, then it doesn't.
Well, no, actually, no, it's not sentient.
I don't think. Does that have?
But it's also so damn slow.
Well, it's animal.
Like, it has a -4 perception and a -5 initiative.
I just don't think it would get
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Even
gonna-
if it did, I don't think it would.
I don't know, there's probably a place where it says feats.
Yeah, its reaction time is
I
so
see it
slow.
like a sloth, like you back away and it's like,
It's
oh,
basically
I
a sloth.
totally
By the time it
could-
realizes it might have had an attack of opportunity, you're already
Gone.
away from it.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
Roughly about
10 feet.
about 5 really large steps,
Okay.
and then you're standing right next to it too.
Yeah, I sure am.
I'm gonna hold my.
Okay. You hold your action. Raven, you're up.
I'm going to disengage from this thing.
Okay.
And
You mean walk away slowly?
No, disengage. It's a retreat action. It's like full movement away from opponent. It does not provoke.
Well,
Attack
it doesn't.
doesn't retreat.
It's not gonna get an attack.
It won't get it.
It doesn't matter. Like I just disengage
just-
from this thing and run away.
Okay.
Fully expecting you to kill this thing when you act up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to. Let's see here. I think it just makes a normal attack. Ray of Frost or Acid Splash.
Ooh, Ray of Frost. Half its movement.
Yeah.
Ray of Frost and half its movement.
That was a 50. Yeah.
Okay, you definitely got it. It's dead. And it also bursts into
But I did
a.
3 damage.
It only had 1 hit point. So you definitely got it. So yeah, it bursts.
Did it freeze the?
No, it burst.
Oh.
It is death throes, and the boil. It's called a boil-born. That's so
That's
nasty.
gross.
That is pretty gross
It's
sounding.
yeah, it. Oh my god, it's so gross. Actually, I
So
should
if we
have
fail
given-
those fortitude
I
tests, how
not
bad was
good.
it?
I do actually for your 2 damage from the acid splash. Give me a reflex save real quick. It might have only been half damage. I missed that part.
Roll
Give me a
d20
reflex.
and add your reflex.
13.
18.
Okay, good. Alright, so that actually,
So we did take damage there, even though with the
But not as
fortitude
much.
save. Okay,
you saw it coming and you tried to dodge, so you got some on you, but
Okay.
not the full blast of it.
gotcha.
Maybe you didn't get it in your face, you just
Right.
got it on your arm or
Like-
something.
Like you got the warning before you got blasted in the face and then you backed away.
It farted in your face.
Yeah. I've got pink eye now.
But it was much worse than pink eye.
It's like it's like if pink eye was acid.
The eraser thing fell,
Well, that was pleasant.
eraser end fell out of my pencil. So now I'm dumping
Dumping lead everywhere.
lead. There it is. This pencil is so old, I'm not surprised.
I put pencils down. You can use them ours. But I have a favorite pencil.
I do, actually. Gamers are always supposed to be prepared. I've had this pencil since, I don't know, like 30 years. Actually, I have an older one at home. Okay, so yeah, that experience was fun, and there's nothing else moving the room. Now, the desk was right next to a hallway that heads to the north. It's double wide, it's much wider than the ones you've been in. And
Desk is like the admissions desk, like where.
sort of, yeah.
Kind of like, is there anything remaining?
In the desk itself, I don't think so. I don't think there was anything of use or value. No. So then beyond there's a hallway lined with doors on the left that heads back into the darkness.
Are they like numbered?
They might actually be.
Well, since we know that these are.
It's like this is an
dorms.
asylum and this might be the dorms of the patients, so they have room numbers. Numbered. They mean happy. It should be Kevin's room.
tell
No, they do not appear to be numbered.
Okay.
But there's 4 doors on the left that you can see, and then the hallway continues on
Are
into
there,
the
like,
darkness.
Windows in them, or are they just solid doors?
They're solid doors.
Alright, well, we check them one by one then, I
Yep,
guess.
check them one by one.
Okay?
We're gonna, what, listen and,
Listen and go in.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, we've made enough ruckus on the outside that if there's anything in this room, it does over here.
Yeah.
yeah.
So we may as well a quick listen and then go on and
Alright.
open the door.
That's fine.
Because we ain't sneaking up on anything.
Alright, so the first door, you do not hear anything beyond it.
Okay, go in.
Okay, you open the door, and a bed and a low table are perhaps all that are required for a patient to quietly convalesce here, but the accommodations hardly look comfortable. This particular room, a portion of the tiled ceiling is given away, allowing heavy bricks to fall across the bed and floor. Fortunately, no one seemed to be in the room when the collapse occurred.
Nothing else in the room?
Nothing else in the room. It's very small, too. It's
Okay.
maybe only 10 feet wide by about 15 feet deep, so they're very small.
Okay.
So,
Next
They're
room.
like solo dorm rooms.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, so definitely one bed.
Alright, next
Next
room.
one.
Let's see
Fit
what
10
the next
people
one.
in here.
Right.
You do not hear anything at this one either.
Go in.
Okay, so the room's very much the same. It's one bed and a low table. In this particular one, though, there are 3 figures that lie dead in the room. 2 wearing yellow robes lie slumped on the floor, having suffered repeated vicious blows to the face. A third, an old man, easily in his 80s and wearing a light cloth dressing gown, has fallen back across the bed. He's dead, but has a satisfied smirk on his face and still grips a sturdy leather boot with blood on its heel. The boot's partner lies on the floor nearby.
Good
The
job,
old
Dave.
dude beat them to death with a boot and
That's
died.
awesome.
That's freaking awesome.
You go, guy. You go.
It does not appear to be anything.
I
of value.
checked those cultist
I'm
boxes.
gonna take
No
one of the
value.
boots. Seems like a good weapon.
They're very sturdy boots.
That guy killed 2 people with his boot.
Yeah. These cultists are not wearing anything, so they either did not have anything, or they don't have anything of value other than their clothing. So they
Yeah,
either-
like but like check their is it like the same yellow?
It is the same, they are wearing the same clothing as the other cultists you've been running into. But so their gear has either been pilfered or they did not have.
Or they weren't
anything.
special enough.
May not have been special enough.
Next room.
On the next.
On to the next. Listen.
Listen and then win.
Alright, so the next one you listen at,
We don't play. Listen and win.
let's see if we do here. I don't think you hear anything. Yeah, you do not hear anything in this room either.
Okay, go in.
Alright, you open this room, it's very similar to the ones before, but a shapeless mess of sheets and pillows piles atop two playing beds. Bold chalk letters high on the opposite wall proclaim this to be Brenton and Debus's room.
Oh, so this room's like just packed with bed.
Right, two. And it appears that somebody built a fort of sheets.
I look in the fort.
You do not find anything in the fort except a pair of carved wooden knights.
Knights?
Yep. Like toys.
Like chess pieces.
What were the names on the wall again?
Brenton and Debus.
Next
Make a
room.
mental note, pick up the knights. They may be part of the survivors.
Yeah.
Or we may just bury knights in their graves because they may be buried in it.
Okay.
Maybe even cultists. We may have to kill them. Maybe they're the big guys in the old guy's room. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Next room.
Fourth room?
Okay. You also do not hear anything at this room.
Go in.
This is very similar to the previous two, except for the one with the two beds. But in this one, a human-shaped carnage covers the bed. Remains of a patient who appears to have been eaten. I guess I did. Does it say?
Nemo. Stop eating the patients.
It doesn't say in here until this particular entry, but it appears that there were windows on the back wall.
Makes sense.
It looks like there were small windows and this one is broken. Yeah, it doesn't talk about windows until I get to this one, and then it's like, and the window's broken. I'm like, what window? What to say there were windows?
Well, can I do a knowledge nature check and see if I can figure out what kind of bite marks or claw marks that this might be?
Sure.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, they are definitely human-ish.
Are they from that thing that tried to lift me up?
No, that thing didn't have a mouth.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, that's true. But I could have been.
It's strange. They look like a human or elf or dwarf or some other type of humanoid tried to eat them.
Okay.
But it's odd because those creatures don't normally eat people.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was clearly torn apart and eaten by one or more humanoid creatures.
Okay. So there's like humanoid creatures here that eat people, guys.
Maybe changelings.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
just changelings.
Just an FYI, don't get eaten. Sound like a good.
I think that's been one of our
There
beta
is
checks
also
the whole
a cloying smell of death in the room that is much older than would be indicated by the carnage on the bed. And
Like-
while,
Advanced rotting.
yes, something was in this room that smelled really dead. Something or some things.
So like an undead thing maybe
Zombie?
ate this guy and then jumped out the window.
And while you are inspecting them, when you get closer to the carnage, you see there is a gold ring in the remains with the signet of a holly and hawk emblem.
Write that down. Take that thing. He's in a family who needs to be original.
That would be from room D2.
Policy and hawk emblem.
Yep.
That's definitely gotta go back to the family.
That's
D2, Delta 2.
Not 2D.
Not 2D. It's
Not
a
R2?
3D ring.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there like anything on the broken glass? Like
any blood or anything?
any like
Yes,
stuff?
there is some pieces of flesh stuck to it as if something climbed through. And
Do
it's
they
not,
come from the outside
Does
in or
it
from the
smell more
inside
dead
out?
than this
it
guy?
does smell more dead than that guy.
Yeah.
Well, the clum in.
I'm not sure that's the proper conjugation
No,
of that.
that's
Clum
not.
in.
Right.
Climbed.
We have a buddy at work that makes up words too. And he's like, I compound these two things. And we're like, dude, no.
No.
And then we looked, it is a word. Compound is a word. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Sounds like
He like pulled it out of his ass and it's actually a word.
our our chairman of the board is an attorney, and he's very, very eccentric, and he does that shit too.
Yeah.
He's like, this is correct, and I'm just like, whatever, Greg, sounds right. Just
I couldn't believe it. He's so proud of that. He's like, I made that shit up and it's actually a word. Shut up.
So he didn't make it up then, because it was already
Right,
a word.
but he didn't know it
Someone
was a
else
word.
made it up
Yeah.
before him.
But he had no idea. He didn't know it was a word. He just pulled it out of his ass and it turned out to be an actual word.
So he did climb. It did climb in,
Yes, something did climb in
operating
and or back out
or
and
back
left behind some of its flesh.
on the window.
Yes. Which is very rotting and desiccated and smells terrible.
Much worse than the rotting desiccated
Much
body hung
worse.
on bed.
Yeah.
Your cat's so
I know you want
Yeah. The corpse on the bed is fresh enough that it's not yet really
Yeah,
smelling
it's
like rot.
it's gross and smelly. It's not. Oh my god, this is awful smelly.
Yes.
Okay.
Pit of dead raccoons, like,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
If we just take the signet ring so that way we can return it to a family member at some point, if possible. There's really nothing else in this room. Unless someone really wants to poke their head outside. Anybody? Any
Nope.
takers?
Nope.
Takers? Okay. And we leave this room.
Okay.
Close the door.
So heading back up the hallway, or further up the hallway, not back up the hallway, there are two hallways that meet, sort of beneath a lofty ceiling. So when you travel north a little ways, the hallway opens up into sort of a chamber, a room with a much higher ceiling than the hallway. High windows alive with the nauseating fog beyond give the space an airy feel. A portion of the western wall has collapsed, blocking it with tons of rubble. There's another hallway that continues north on the other side of this chamber. And there is a creature who is attempting to claw its way through the rubble. Let me give you a description of said creature.
Don't yell at me.
That much.
You need to be brushed.
A humanoid creature with low, you can't see that. Its flesh is very pallid, stretched tightly over its taut, apparently starving frame. It smells atrocious.
Does it smell like the thing from the
It-
room?
It's a very good comparison, yes.
This thing's gonna try and eat you.
And it is trying to claw its way through the rubble on the western wall.
Does it know we're
It has
here?
not noticed you yet.
Mm.
It unless you guys are running around making a lot of noise.
No, we're planning on
Thing needs to die.
Yeah.
it. Ranged attacks.
At first, yeah, I'm gonna throw a javelin at that asshole.
Wait,
Alright.
so this is what we all select our ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all have a surprise round.
Synchronize
Everyone.
this thing so that way
Okay.
we don't screw it up too hard.
Yeah. And we all throw on the count of 3.
Okay.
A quiet 3.
Well, the lizard's having trouble counting to 3.
No,
So-
I'm going to count you. So that way we're all in sync.
Which one's 3?
You throw on 3. You guys throw on 3. I'm shooting my short bow.
Are you using your crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
And since we're non-noticed, that means like it's...
Yeah, we'll just go around to the left.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Definitely.
17?
Flat-footed, so yes, you hit.
4 damage.
Okay. Javelin,
Roll 20.
9.
Huh?
that missed.
Yeah.
I don't normally close that door, they're confused, but one of them has been rather sneaky today, so. 12.
That, I think, hits. Yes.
Five.
And 10 to hit. That missed.
You and I both miss.
It now notices you. The creature turns and you notice it's sharp, jagged, broken, but humanoid-like teeth. And, what's he gonna do? Because he's clearly outnumbered.
And we're probably blocking his escape.
No. There's a hallway.
Probably to another dead end, though. I mean, he's trying to claw his way through the fucking wall.
Okay.
I don't mean that's fine.
It's going to try to rush through. It screeches very loudly and it's an awful sound. And it looks like it's going to try to make it through the south hallway where you guys came from.
So through us?
So it's going to first.
Gonna try to run past us in a way.
It's going to try to get past.
Opportunity, attack of opportunity.
Once it gets, once it gets to that point, he's going to actually. Actually, I don't think he's close enough. He has to run to you and attack, and then run through on the next round. He could probably attack in passing. He's going to try to debilitate the largest one. So, Mr. Lizard Dude.
Yeah.
He's going to run at you. God damn it. Totally miss.
Hey, miss.
Always gets too close.
There's only 2 things that happen when the DM laughs. Either it has gone really bad,
Or really well.
or it's gone really bad.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, he did hit the second one. Give me a. Where's the save for this one? It's not the one I
If
want.
he's running in between us, don't we get attacks of opportunity?
You will
too?
once he gets to that point.
So you'll get 2 attacks of opportunity too.
Oh, there it is. I need. This is DC 13. I'm gonna guess. Fortitude save.
19.
Okay. So you are not paralyzed.
Good news. Good news.
His claw did catch you a little bit, but it's not a very
That's how you do it.
hard hit.
Eats him alive after he paralyzes him.
And yeah,
Super awesome
everybody
way to
gets
go.
an attack of opportunity.
So we all get 2 attacks.
No,
you
just
get
you.
Oh, you get 2
Because of
attacks.
your barbarian rage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or thing that you got.
If I use it, but I'm going to use it.
Yeah. You can opt not to use it.
Well, I rolled the same thing. So I know that hits.
That's a 19 on a long sword.
That definitely is.
And that's also crit range too.
Yes.
So I might not have had to use my range.
No. What did you get?
4 points.
Okay.
Can I take that rage point back?
You can, yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage? Okay. So between the two of you, you dropped it, like at the same time. And yeah, it falls to the ground, pretty much eviscerated right between the two of you.
Sweet.
Yay. Well, we killed things.
Kill things.
Murder hobos.
Alright.
Well,
so
there's a good reason to murder hoe everything in this place.
the
Yeah,
ghoul
everything's
is
trying to kill
dead.
Because everything's trying to kill us first.
Yeah, there's a distinct trend here.
No, we tried to kill him first this time.
That is true. He actually didn't. Maybe he was a nice ghoul.
He murdered that guy back
Yeah.
there.
It's true.
We're pretty sure he ate
Yeah,
that
for
guy.
sure, yeah. He's no good.
He ate Bob!
You don't eat Bob. Alright.
Anybody
So
ever watch that show?
was there anything down that hall where he came from?
No, he was clawing his way at the rubble. He was trying to get
So
through
there's
the
nothing
rubble.
to see down that hallway?
No, because
Okay.
it's just rubble, but there's a hallway that goes north.
Okay, let's go down that hallway.
Okay.
You ever seen the show, The Devil and Bob?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's hilarious.
No.
It's
Is it a new
super, no,
No,
it's
it's old.
Oh, okay.
It's a super inappropriate show
Oh,
for
well,
the
that's good.
time.
Yeah.
It was like,
Well, it'd probably be super
it came out when
appropriate
like,
for now,
it
too.
came out when like we were kids.
So back when you could be funny on TV
Yeah.
and people
And
didn't
people
get
didn't
offended.
overreact about
I
everything.
miss those days.
So hallway?
Yeah, so
The
what's
only
down
really
this
place for
hallway?
us to go?
Alright,
This
so
is the last hallway.
the hallway keeps going north for a ways, but you do see two doors on the left-hand side.
Listen.
We'll investigate them as we go. So.
Yeah.
Okay. The first door,
Noise, no noise.
assume you were listening at the door.
Mm-hmm.
There is somebody screaming,
Oh my.
There's always somebody.
shouting, "No, not again, keep away," things like that.
Oh, somebody needs help.
So I suggest we open this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you open the door. Chipped white paint peels from the battered frames of a row of identical beds. Dingy white curtains separate each bed but offer only the illusion of privacy. This is a very long room that runs north and south along the hallway that you're traveling. It's easily as long as this section of hallway, and there's another door further up on the right-hand side, which you can clearly tell goes, that's the second door you guys
Yeah.
saw in the
Okay.
hall.
So it runs parallel.
Yep, there is a man laying in one of the beds nearby who is thrashing and screaming. But as you enter, he immediately ceases moving. And everybody give me a perception check.
Eleven.
8.
15.
Okay, none of you noticed that thing. So yeah, the
Excellent.
man stops moving, no longer screaming or thrashing.
Like, is there a noise and he stops, or is it like us coming in is the noise that makes him stop?
No, he stopped, like you stepped into the room and looked around and then he stopped.
Is he still alive?
Can't tell from here.
Hey.
You still alive over there?
You get no response.
So he's laying in the bed. Is he wearing the patient's clothes or the cultist clothes?
He appears to be wearing patient's clothes.
I figured. Never hurts to ask. I mean, if the enemy's getting murdered, whatever.
He was actually, I think he was restrained. Let me double check that. I think he was restrained to the bed. Yes.
Oh, it's a special.
Yep, you see that he is restrained to the bed.
But no blood or anything?
No, no blood.
I guess.
What else is nearby him? Just a bed?
Just the other beds.
So is it like beds?
All along the
Or just
left
one
hand
wall?
wall. Yeah, one row of beds.
Alright, well,
The
I
roof
will,
out.
You want
into
to
the
check
room
in, make sure
to
he
kind
is
of
dead, or
see
just
the
not frozen
angle.
in fear that we entered?
yeah, I guess.
You have to get close. I mean, you can't see somebody breathing from across the room, so you'd have to get
Yeah.
fairly
My
close.
idea is I'm gonna move out into the room or towards the other wall
Okay.
to get a better view of the rest of the room
Okay.
while they move up.
Yeah, it's, like I said, the room's pretty mundane, just a row of beds. I'm gonna say,
I'll walk up
I have my
with
spear
her, and I've got
ready.
my axe ready.
okay.
And werewolf.
Yeah, 12 beds line the opposite wall from where you entered. They run north and south along that floor. All right, so you approach the bed. As you do start to approach, he moves again, but his movements are distinctly unnatural. He begins to thrash against the restraints. His eyes now have a very milky, pale appearance, and his skin is slowly starting to turn gray and desiccated.
Can you acknowledge healing? Or give me the state of his, or I can do a healing check.
Okay.
No. 6.
Yeah, he's unhealthy.
Arcane.
Or, sorry, 12.
Okay. It does appear to be some sort of necromantic transformation.
Like possession. Type thing. Maybe.
Press the silver too to it.
His arm?
Yeah. Don't like cut him with it.
No, just like put the blade up next to his arm.
Mhm.
Oh, you testing the silver against him?
Because it's definitely necromantic in nature. It's like I play Adventure League sometimes. And I'm like, what skill can I use against this?
What you doing, girl?
Doesn't appear to be any effect, but
Bring it closer.
the creature seems to be tasting the air now that you're close by and trying to reach you, though its restraints are keeping it back.
So it's turning into that creature that we just killed.
Oh, okay. That's awful. But he said, oh no, not again.
Who said, oh no, not again?
The patient,
There was definitely screaming before.
and he said, "Oh no, not again."
There's
Before he,
another one in here.
yeah,
Or he's turned into this thing again, and he only turns into it sometimes.
yeah.
Possible.
Or he's watched someone else's transformation, i.e. that thing
The raspy voice comes from his throat. The stink of death washes over you when he speaks, and he just says, "Hungry."
Says hungry.
Yeah.
Mm.
He needs to eat me. Did the silver didn't do anything to you?
All it did was draw his attention.
Well, put him down.
Yeah, but not as one.
Wow, guys, but if it's curable.
really help us here?
Fixing his problem doesn't help us?
I mean, I don't think there's anything to cure potion.
Magic fixes.
Yeah.
Magic that we probably are capable of. And thus, like, killing the boss at the end of this thing fixes all this kind of thing.
I think we just have to leave him restrained.
You want to leave him and not kill him?
Well, if he's restrained, he poses no threat.
Unless he breaks
As a
the
human,
restraints.
unless he breaks the restraints after he transforms completely and becomes stronger or whatever.
Then we can,
Right now. Let's do it. It's necromantic in power, like it's necromantic, so you're going to be against it
But
regardless.
he's not necromantic. He's not responsible for the transformation. I might be playing too well. Look at here.
Not necessarily.
are you
Fine.
both good?
No.
Your alignment's what?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
I'm
Still
neutral.
good.
I'm neutral.
Yeah, like I'm still good. Like I don't think he's responsible for his transformation, otherwise he wouldn't be tied into that.
I'll leave him for now.
I think we need to search the rest of the room and
Yeah.
find more clues.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything else that lets us know what this thing is.
The only other thing in the room, other than the beds and the bedding,
Blue bombers.
there is a straitjacket and a cowl, which appears to be a way to transport patients to restrain them and blind them when you move them around.
So if we have to transfer
Put the
this
hood
dude,
on him.
well, put the
The
hood.
cowl I would put over him so he can't eat anybody.
If we end up moving him, we can put him in the restraining jacket and the hood on him. But let's leave him restrained for now.
And if we go to move him, we move him when he's not this thing. So I think this is like a transformation that happens every once in a while. Because he says, oh no, not again. So it's my guess is it's happened to him before, which is why he's restrained.
Maybe he restrain himself.
I doubt that. Are the other beds, do the other beds have restraints?
They do, they all do, yeah.
Do any of them already need moving out of restraints?
Nope.
I think they're testing things on people here. And they made these things.
Yeah, I think we've established.
Established that weird tests have been going
Yeah.
on already.
Yeah.
And we've slaughtered so many patients.
We really haven't though.
Kind of have.
Not the patients.
How do you know? We've killed a couple of things. And if this is leading up to...
Well,
If this feeds into your theory...
The theory is the patients are the things they've created. So the things that are awful are the patients.
Yeah.
Because the staff are the people creating the things.
Well, shapeshifters, whatever they are not necromancers, so somebody else is in charge.
Well,
My guess is Albert. Because he was the favorite, they turned him into the necromancer.
he's the wielder of the power. The
He
dude,
had the dreams.
the Duke guy is the problem. He's empowered Oliver to do these things. And give him the environment to make him, place him at his strongest peak.
Okay.
I assume.
So we're leaving him here for now?
For now.
Yeah.
How much further did you guys want to go tonight?
It's getting late for me. I'm tired.
That's
It's
fine.
probably
It's
a
a
good
good
place
Oh, it is
to
10
cut
o'clock.
it.
I didn't realize it was that late. I apologize.
Nope, that's okay, this is a good spot. So.
We will wait for our moral dilemma to remedy itself.
Dun dun dun. Sorry.
Good. So yeah, we'll cut it here with the guy left in the bed and
The moral dilemma conversation right now.
Yeah.
what do we do with the dude who's turned into eating people?
I don't know if I need them, but I stuck the notes in the bag.
Okay.
Here's my bag.